All right, guys, we are live. Go ahead and wait for just a few seconds, maybe about a minute or so, and have other people join in. There's a couple of things I want to talk about on this live. Monica, hello. Oni, hello. Let me go ahead and just play the intro before we get going. And for the couple people that are in here right now, if you guys can just hit one, let me know you can hear me. Orale, homie in the Chevrolet. Here we go. Let me hit that intro real quick. I'm pretty sure there's more than what's showing on the StreamYard. We'll go ahead and get going. That video I shared this morning, someone actually posted it on their Facebook. Franco did, and I ended up finding that video on his page. And right when I seen that video, I knew how important it was to get that video out there. I didn't know at the time who the original owner was of that of that video. So he actually commented on the video, and I'm going to show you guys that right now. It's very important. As soon as I seen that video, I knew, you know what, I got to get that video out there. We got to, spread the word, because this is something that could have happened to any of the kids, guys, to the boys, to Summer Wells, to Michael Vaughn, to many, 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 many other ones. So let me go ahead and show you guys something. The original owner of that video, his name is Real Anthony Aguirre. And there's another comment somewhere on here. Let me see. I think he changed what he wrote, which is a good thing, because it did piss me off what he put. He put, "Hey man, I would appreciate you giving me credit to my work rather than just continue. That was the very first video that we put out. And the reason why we put that video out is because it's not about you, it ain't about me, it ain't about your mama, it ain't about my mama. It's about children that are being trafficked every single day." So the comment that he had on here before said, "Hey man, I would appreciate you giving credit to my work rather than to continue using my hard work for views." Oh no, here it is, right here. Hard work for views. So this guy is basically saying that I shared that video of his hard work for views. I come along and I say, didn't know who you were, but someone did. So I pinned their comment up on top, because somebody did let me know who he was, and I did pin their comment up towards the top of the video right away. And so then I go on to say, plus I think it's really ethnical to get the video out and show people, children that are being trafficked, instead of giving a person a shot out. I want to expose this even more. Plus I want to have you on the call-in live feed. Email me. Now, when I first read his comment, I didn't see this part, hard work for views, at first. And so then I come along and say, but yeah, bro, we're both on the same team. Figured it was way more important to get the footage out that was sent. If you need more subscribers, my people over here are very loyal. They will subscribe and we can work together to make a change. So I go on to tell him to email me, bro. I asked him again. Then I went back and read his message again, and that's when I seen this, the views thing, right? Now, you guys all know me. What type of So that's when I said, did you just say for views? You obviously haven't seen my channel. let me tell you something. This SHIT isn't, there's no commercials on it. How dare you say for views? Now you piss me off. How in the hell can you think about views while kids are being stolen? So I'm asking this guy, where is your heart at? I want to know. And if you're here on this live feed chat, I want to know, where is your heart at? Is your heart in for views and shout outs? Or is it to spread the word that there are children being trafficked? I asked you to go ahead and correct what you said. And since you didn't, we're going to go ahead and talk about that now. Now, nobody's taken away from that footage that he got, because the footage that you guys all seen this morning, and if you haven't seen it, we're going to go ahead and show that footage now. That's the most important thing. I have my friend here with me, Madi. Madi's here. She's going to be talking to you guys a little bit more about a couple important things as well. But guys, listen, that is the most important stuff, right? To get that word out that there's little kids, and there's an actual video of traffickers that got caught red-handed. Excuse me and forgive me that I didn't see the person's name. I didn't see his name. I didn't think about any of that crap. I just thought about children that are missing, that are being trafficked, drugged up, sedated, and here are these low-life scumbags on video, right? On video, making up stories, saying that their mom left them, abandoned them, and everything else. Now, if you guys haven't seen the video, let's go ahead and take a look at that video. Be prepared, because it's very sad, guys. It's sickening, you know, what shows on this video. Let's go ahead and take a look now. So some of it's going to be in Spanish, but then he goes on to say, he explains in English what they're talking about. Now, up and about StreamYard maintenance or something like that, but I was able to connect back on. So you guys here with me, press 1 if you are. That way we can get on with this video. You guys press 1. All right, awesome. Let's get back to it, because this is an important video. Wait a minute. What the hell just happened? Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. Let me pull up the other screen, because it booted us off that screen. Give me 1 second. Share sound. Bam, bam, bam. Bam. There we go. Okay, here we are. You guys could all see that screen, right? Let's make sure you guys see that screen. Yeah, and that's what they're doing. Guys, that is extremely scary, man. You know, the stuff that how they take these kids and they drug them up, they sedate them. Okay, so you guys can see the screen. Let's go ahead and start over from the beginning. We'll start from right here.
That you have ever seen in your entire life as well. The picture you guys are looking at are little children that are actually being trafficked by bastard child trafficking mules from Mexico. They're highly sedated. Little children in the middle of the night being taken to God knows where.
These little kids are passed out, y'all. These little kids. ¿Usted con quién viene, caballero?
Solo.
¿Usted solo con la... ¿Y la mamá?
La mamá me abandonó.
¿La mamá qué?
Me abandonó.
Christy, come here.
Every single city is a border town.
So, remember I told you guys that they're going to say that?
Yep.
¿Qué le pasó a la mamá?
Me abandonó, los dejamos, pues separamos.
¿Te abandonó?
Sí, soy
¿Y
padre
te dejó a los
soltero.
dos niños?
Sí.
Ok. ¿Y cuántos años tienen los niños?
Él tiene 4 y ella 3.
4 and 3 years old.
Oh my God, do you guys see? Listen, these children are not just sleeping peacefully with their mama and their papa. These little guys, these little girls, these little boys, they have been sedated by these pervert motherfuckers. Okay? And they're being taken to places where people that are going to do stuff unimaginable to them. So while you're sitting here playing your little games on YouTube and trying to ruin people's lives, there's little.
All right, guys, you just heard what I just got done saying, right? About people on YouTube and they're playing little games while there's children out here that are, you know, actually being trafficked, you know, kidnapped, everything else, sexually assaulted. I just got done saying it in this freaking video, right? But yet the person that did the video is worried about a shout out. Where's your heart at? I really want to know, because we have no problem with working with anybody. But when I get a rude comment like that talking about clicks and views, you guys know I don't hold back, and I don't bite my tongue. I appreciate what this guy's doing. I appreciate him out there, you know, exposing the corruption. I do. And hopefully, you know, he'll rethink the crap that he said. Here we go.
Little babies, little children right now that is being sodomized, that is being shared around, passed around, flip-flopped to the next piece of crap, the next highest bidder.
And he says that his wife abandoned him and she left him the 2 kids. It's breakup season in down there, South of America, yo. There's a lot of heartbreaks going on.
Ooh, man. You know what's really sad, though? Most of these children look like this isn't just a natural sleep. They are.
Yeah, this is a very important video.
They are sedated.
Completely sedated. Look at them.
Everybody knows if you turn on a light when
He's
there's
just like
children, you're
completely
gonna wake
lunged
up immediately.
over.
Look at
So
them.
this is part of the
They're laid
traffickers' lie.
You see the guy that was
They'll sit there and
covering
make it seem
his
like
stomach, guys?
they went
These
through a
little kids
breakup
are
with the
sedated.
child's
Yeah.
They're
mother.
sedated, man.
That's crazy.
Look, guys, you guys feel free to go check that guy's videos out, man. I got no problem with that guy. Just didn't like what he said, because you guys all know where our heart is and you know what we do. So look at the little kids. They're sedated. These folks have no heart at all. And Marty was just talking and saying that somebody wrote in the chat that they're coyotes.
Yeah,
You want to explain that?
Yeah, coyote brings in, you know, families for a certain amount of money or whatever. They bring in, you know, families so they could cross the border. These are not coyotes. These are random adults with these kids that they're not even theirs. They're not related to them in any kind of way. I think later on the video also you see one of the kids moving and they can't even get up because they're so drugged out. It's horrible.
I know, man. And so I asked myself that question. If I was this guy, I couldn't just walk around and I couldn't do that. You know, I would want to snatch one of them dudes up and straight break their face and make sure those kids are, you know, yanked out of their arms into safety. What would you guys have done if you came across this happening? I'm reading through your comments now. I'm reading through your comments right now. What would you have done if you came across this scene here with a bunch of little kids that are sedated?
That's crazy. I don't know what I do. I want to see like the ending result. What happened?
I really want to know what happened. That's why if he's in the chat, if he's in here watching this video, you know, a lot of people want to know what was the outcome of this. Were the kids rescued? Did anybody show up and arrest the folks that were involved? Yeah, that's what I think.
The cops are probably involved.
Well, that's what he actually said here in this video. That
I wouldn't be able to just stand there and just. That's fucking crazy.
Border Patrol will arrest you. This is extremely sad, guys.
It's extremely sad, especially when you can't even trust, you know, government people.
High ups in government, they're involved with this. Don't think for 1 second, everybody, that they're not involved in this. Every once in a while, they'll do a story, make it seem like they're out there rescuing children. Okay, they do a little raid, 20, 30 kids.
Yeah, to make it look like they're doing something.
Make it look like they're doing something. You know, I'm thankful that those little kids are rescued, but what about the other 100, 200, 300,000?
It's sad. Yeah,
like, seriously.
It's sad to say, you know, like people's body parts, especially when they're kids, you know, this world is a disgusting place. You know, people pay money for this kinds of stuff, whether it's the blood, the parts, whatever. Regardless, it's a money thing. Only politicians and government entities have money like that. Nobody's gonna, no regular, normal person, human being with a heart is gonna pay any kind of money for body parts or baby parts or whatever it is. That's crazy.
Right. Okay, let's go ahead and play this video, guys.
There.
This is for everybody that hasn't seen the video, including the ones that have seen. That way we can talk about it, because we really need to, you know, come up with something, man. We need to find a way to help stop this.
And that's why they're out there in the middle of the night and the kids are freaking sedated. It's just a freaking cover-up story that they all pretty much say whenever they get caught. This is sick.
¿Cuándo fue la última vez que comieron los niños?
So this is what we're telling you. A lot of times, these children don't belong to some of these people. This is human trafficking.
They're not even reacting, huh? See, how they don't react. Their pupils don't even react to the bright light in their face.
No, these kids are drugs.
¿Qué le dieron a los niños?
Here's this. Look at this little sweetheart.
Guys, this is really a reality. This is actually the United States right now. This isn't a third world country. This is the United States, and unfortunately, our law enforcement agencies are out here assisting and abetting in the.
You just heard he said that this is the United States side, and that law enforcement are assisting and abetting. Yo, that's crazy, huh?
That's nuts.
Yeah, trafficking has been going on for a very, very, very long time.
And the child trafficking trade, guys. Absolutely. There's like no way that you can call me a conspiracy theorist. There's no way that you can say that we're making shit up. We're out here, guys, living this day after day. Y'all think we do this because we enjoy it? We literally go home with stuff in our head and seeing this should be upsetting to everybody, whether you're on the left.
Are his eyes are open, or did his eyes open?
I think they're trying to get them out.
Yeah, you know what? I don't take away from this guy and what he's done. He needs all the support that we can give him. I just didn't like that comment that he left, because that's not what this channel is about. You guys know that. So we got to spread the word. And this is a very powerful video, folks, showing, you know, what is going on. But we really want to know, how many of you guys want to know what was the outcome of this? Were these children saved? What happened after the cameras turned off? Did you guys just get up and leave them there? Or did somebody come there to help them? Did you guys take them somewhere? I mean, how many of you guys would like to know what was the outcome? Press 1 if you guys want to know what the outcome was.
Left or on the right, this should not be tolerated in our country. He's unconscious.
This is real, people.
Wow.
Real.
That's crazy.
Real. While we're sitting here
That's sick,
and continuously gossiping about people's mama and their daddies and all this other shit.
Let's go take a look at this channel. Let's see if we could find out. I didn't even know this guy had a YouTube channel. Let me see if I can get to his comment, and then we'll go to his channel real quick and see if there's another video on there about, you know, what happened to these little children, man. That's crazy. I was talking to SGV News, you know, earlier today, and a couple of the other, you know, auditors, and they all want to go out there towards the border and start, you know, documenting and trying to help as well, because this is sick. This is sick. I wonder how many times does this happen in a day, or, you know, in a week out there.
Sometimes too, you know, people then they end up, you know, trusting somebody. We're gonna give your kids a better life and whatnot.
That's true.
Who knows what happens after that?
Yeah.
We can't even really judge almost, because, you know, people, you know, they love their kids that much that, you know, and it's sadly, you know, that people, they end up trusting these disgusting ass monsters with their kids.
So you think, like, let's just say, you know, over there in Mexico, some folks are trying to come over here, right?
Yeah.
If they can't make it, you know, they're trusting somebody to take their kids.
Yeah. That they have connections to this and that.
Okay, so here is his channel here. You guys could all see that, right? So Real Anthony Aguirre. I don't see let's look to see if he has a lot of like massive border crossings and stuff like that. I'm gonna scroll through and see if I can find anything with like the children and what happened to them. You guys make sure to, you know, check out his channel and let him know I sent you over there. But
what was it?
I mean, we listen, guys. You guys ain't gotta do nothing you don't want to do. So if you guys don't want to subscribe, you don't have to subscribe. I'm looking for the videos that's involving children. If there's adults crossing and stuff like that, I'm not interested, whatever. I'm looking for the ones where they're trafficking kids over and then getting rid of them. Oklahoma Community Watch. What's going on, brother? That's a really good guy right there. You guys make sure to check him out. Show him some love. Oklahoma Community Watch is in the building. Yep. SUV is awesome. Yep. So let's check this out, man. You guys let me know if you have found any other videos on his channel involving children that are being trafficked. I see a bunch of like border crossings and stuff like that.
Illegals crossing, illegals keep pouring in.
I don't know, but yeah. So that's his channel here. The real Anthony Aguirre. I almost feel like not even giving him a shout out, to be honest with you, after that comment that he left. But it is what it is. Maria B. Yeah, you know what? Minutes to days. I'm freaking crying right now. I'm so freaking mad. Yeah, it's true. Like, I want to know. All of us want to know what happened to those kids.
Yeah, what happened after?
What happened, Aguirre, if you're in here? Pretty sure you are. Somebody might have told him that we shared that video. That's how he ended up on the channel. Because I've never seen him comment before. Ever, ever, ever. That's extremely sad, guys. So what type of plan action can we come up with?
Children.
What can we do? There's still some ideas out there, and then I'm going to take some calls. That way, you know, you guys can voice your concerns. It's scary when you think about it, right? That the kids, like our boys, and then we have, you know, Summer Wells out there, and then Michael Vaughn. Why is there no footsteps nowhere? The cops are not finding footsteps. Nobody walked them. Nobody took them. They just like vanished. Vanished, right? But the news and AKA CIA, I know CIA actually, you know, they're involved with all that news stuff. People crossing the border. Huh?
Mainstream media.
Yeah.
Always censoring now. Nothing but censoring. I'm surprised this video wasn't up sooner.
Yeah. You know what? Matter of fact, I didn't even see this video here on the YouTube channel. You know, I wouldn't doubt that eventually YouTube is going to end up marking this video and taking it down, because that's what they do when there's too much truth being shared out there.
If your stuff has been fact checked, it's because it's probably true.
That's crazy, huh?
Yeah.
There's our boys.
It really makes me think about those poor boys.
I've been getting a lot of messages, guys, from people that if there's any psychics on here, I have been getting a lot of messages from you guys. And I did a Facebook post the other day that I'm pretty sure you guys read. And if you haven't, go check it out. Because I mean it. We have so many people that are getting a hold of us saying that the boys are right here. We know they're right here by a tree in Lake Ming. Have you guys heard that? Have you guys heard that? That they're saying that the boys are buried at a tree by Lake Ming, or at Lake Ming. Now, I've been out there to Lake Ming a lot more than just the times that you've seen on the video. A lot more times. And like I said, I just don't post everything up anymore. And it's crazy. It's crazy, guys. You guys let me know what you think about that. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and share the phone number. Hey, did you want to talk about DCFS and all that stuff? Or, you know, let them know who you are and where they can find you on Facebook and a little stuff that you've gone through with DCFS?
Sure.
Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, so I'm Mari. Everybody, what's up? When all this stuff happened with the boys, you know, it really made me think like, you know, somebody in power has to be responsible. I've had my own story with DCFS and how they, you know, just go up into your lives and tear shit up. And it's like, you know, it's a compliance thing, you know, something that you have to do, you know, to get your kids, but they're janky. It's crazy. This is more bigger than anybody, you know, could ever think about it. You know, why would they do that? Why would they do this? Why would they do that? And it's all a money thing. I've had a case open for 3 years 3 years I've had a case open. 3 years I've tested clean. 3 years I still don't have my son back yet. And they completely shut you out. But if you live in the Antelope Valley area and you know, you've had your own experience with the corruption that goes on in here, I just opened up a Facebook group and it's called Expose Antelope Valley Corruption. It's a picture of RX Paris on there. Go ahead and join that. You know, I guess the only thing that we could do, you know, is at least put the story out. What else can we say? What else can we do? You know, of course, people like take down the government or get this people out or get this person out. We're really, it's out of our control.
Well, we've given them all the power that they have. You do know that, right?
That's true.
By us sitting here and just allowing it and tolerating it. Oh, well, yeah, well, they're workers and they're hard workers and blah, 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 blah. Making excuses for them. For many years, people didn't stand up and say nothing. We gave them that power.
That's right.
With just like law enforcement. You know, they forgot that they work for we the people, that they are public servants. They are here to serve us, not to harass and collect until you sit there and you break the law. Then they're supposed to, you know, take you into jail. But there's so many videos all over the internet. Law enforcement driving around harassing folks, collecting folks off the street, checking for IDs when there shouldn't be no IDs, telling people you look suspicious. There's no law about that. What is suspicious, sir? Is it a misdemeanor or a felony? It is not neither, but yet they make up stuff. So we need to strip them of that authority.
Yeah, that power.
And the only way we're able to do that is by all coming together and going to city council meetings and, you know, just staying together and standing up and doing what's right and fighting back, you know?
That's right. And it's just like people don't even want to fight back. It's so tiring and draining at that point.
Exactly.
I don't even want to try to do anything. I don't even want to go after these people anymore. I just want my kid. You know what I mean? And you better know your rights. If you don't know your rights, you have zero. You have none. You're a perfect candidate for them to mess with you. You need to not let these, if a DCFS person walks up on your door, knocks on your door and wants to ask you questions, don't answer shit. Don't tell them shit. Don't let them in your house. Nothing. You're already giving up your right by letting them in. And then the questions start. And, oh, you took a drink of beer when you're in high school? Oh, here, take a drug test. Oh, you can't do this. You can't do that. It's ridiculous. I said that yesterday. I was talking to somebody yesterday about this. You know, we gave them that authority, if anything, by not putting our foot down. Fuck no, you're not going to take my kid. Hell no, you can't come into my pad. You know, and this is like a big thing. Who knows what goes on? I bet there's shit that we don't even know about. You know, things that are happening. It's everywhere in every single state. Name me one good CPS. I'm sure that there's a handful maybe of caseworkers, you know, maybe a good one that actually have good intentions.
Correct, yeah.
But then they're following under somebody that don't. You know what I mean? Go on Transparent California or whatever it is.
But we are the government. Go ahead.
If you have a case open or whatever, every government entity, if you go on California Transparency, you can see how much they're making. My caseworker supervisor makes more than the judge that signs off the paper to keep my kid away from me. She makes more than the judge. That's crazy. Money is the root of all evil. This is true.
You know what? If anybody out there right now is going through something with CPS or, you know, DCFS, you guys feel free to either call in or join the panel. I'm going to put up the link right now. You are more than welcome to join on the link. Let me copy that to the clipboard, and I'm going to go ahead and put the link up now. So feel free to go ahead and join right on in. And let's talk about it. Let's see what we can come up with. Jeanette Lawson says that she spent 36 years in the military. Yes, I sold out, but at the time, well, I appreciate you. Thank you for your service. Not sure what you mean by you sold out, but thank you for your service. And if you feel like joining to explain to us what you mean by you sold out, I'm not sure what you mean by that. But I mean, I love our military personnel, guys, and you know, there's even some cops that, you know, I love if they're doing their jobs correctly. if they, I mean, there was a time years ago where being a cop was honorable.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Nowadays, it seems like they just want to be a cop to harass and collect and, you know, push their little power and their stuff like that.
Yeah,
The
this is
best.
true.
Samantha is the daughter of Babylon. That's true. The Watchman. You know, I already knew that, bro. I already knew all that, and you are absolutely right. Thank you for being here as well. Yeah, govern. It means mind control. Yeah, that's crazy. But the link is right there. If anybody wants to join on that link, feel free to do so. If you're going through anything with CPS, DCFS, if you have any ideas, anything you want to talk about on you know, what should we do to you know, I don't know, what should we do about anything, man? I mean, look, what are we supposed to do? I'm hearing so much stuff, guys, like with our boys, right? Me dealing with Paul Dotsky and a few other people that are ex-law enforcement, and I have a guy that I talk to almost every day. He is ex-military as well, and he has a lot of training in searching for children and stuff like that. He doesn't want to be out there at all. He doesn't want his face out there. He don't want his name out there. He didn't even want everybody to, I'm not going to put his name out there, so we're good with that. But Paul doesn't know him. He doesn't know Paul. And they say the same exact stuff. Cops don't want to find certain people.
Yeah, think about it. You know what? I was thinking about this the other day. Like, I've been harassed by the cops nonstop, probably because my big mouth, but more than anything, you're not going to violate my rights, especially when I know that I have them. Okay? But there's no honor in being a cop anymore, which is what I was telling the deputy that was just staring at me while I was in the car. There's no honor in being a cop anymore. Why did you be a cop? This is what you became a cop for? Before, when I was a kid, they used to ask kids, what do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be a cop. I want to be a fireman. I want to be this. They don't do that anymore. There's no honor in being a cop anymore. I've met only like 3 good cops my whole life, and you know, that were actually like good people. So I can say that. But as far as the rest, you know, goes, I don't know. I can't speak on that. But I do know that they're in cahoots with DCFS. They're in cahoots with the government or their mayor, whoever. And it goes way deep down. It goes way deeper than that. It's crazy.
Right. Absolutely. You're absolutely right as well. So what do?
Nothing.
We could sit here and pray. Of course, I mean, there's nothing wrong with praying. But sometimes you got to take action as well.
I
right?
mean,
you could pray. That's good. But what about action?
Also, in a way to think about it, do cops really want the crime to go down? Do they really want drugs off the streets? Do they really want guns off the streets? Because if there's no crime, then what is their job then?
Look, when all that stuff was going on, guys, the riots and stuff like that just happened not too long ago, I seen it with my own eyes, and I'm not the only person. SGV was out there too. He's seen it with his own eyes. There's videos of this where the cops, they weren't arresting the people that were breaking into the ATM machines. They were not arresting the people that was breaking into the ATM store, into the Apple stores, stealing laptops, computers, cell phones. They were arresting the people that were standing on the corner holding a sign. But yet the people that were breaking into the stores, not even 40, 50 feet away from them, they know damn well they were breaking into stores. They did not do anything. Who told them not to arrest? Who told them that? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so you got to go. You can't just be a puppet. You can't just take an order and be like, okay, you got to question it sometimes. If it's something that's unethical, if it's something like, okay, here, shoot that guy. He doesn't have a weapon. He doesn't have nothing. Shoot him. You're going to do it for a check?
I mean, it ain't even a check. It could be their job, for instance.
Or for your job? Kill.
That's what I think that really happened with that sheriff that lied about getting shot. I think he did that on purpose to get out, 1, and 2.
Los Angeles.
Our ex-parents wanted to, he don't like people that have mental health issues. in that building where this sheriff was supposedly shot by a sniper at. Come on now, this is Antelope Valley. Ain't nobody shooting anybody with a sniper here. You kidding me?
That's crazy.
20 cops show up when they're driving with their freaking license plate light off. Give me a break. But he probably did that on purpose to get out because he knew that, at some point he was gonna have to make a decision. They're taking away attorneys and lawyers' bar licenses for doing the right thing, for actually doing their job and helping people. This goes way deep down. What are you gonna do if they have a family to take care of too? Sometimes we're so quick to judge, but this is more disgusting than we even thought.
This is deep, man.
Yeah, they put all the corrupt sheriffs on the streets hunting civilians. They keep all the people that are not down with that in the jails booking people.
Let me I'm gonna answer your question right now. Let's try to put it on the screen. I'm gonna go back and find his channel in case anybody wants to find his channel. Give me 1 second. Let me but yeah, you guys feel free to join the panel if you want. If not, I'm gonna go ahead and share the number. I think there is somebody in the. Let me check. Give me 1 second, guys. We could talk about the boys and what's the next thing we should do. Okay, it's Real Anthony Aguirre, Aguero, and or Aguero. You know what it is? Like I was saying, I don't see the video of the kids that we just seen on that video. I don't know where it's at.
Not on his page. Maybe on the Border News Network or whatever was in the.
Well, see, I mean, it does say on the video that we have Border News Network.
Yeah, it might be there.
So I don't know.
While you're watching,
it says right here, Border Network News. Right here, so it doesn't say the real, his name. It says Border Network News, but I guess he's the one that filmed it. Oscar has it. Okay, let me see here. Let me go ahead. I'm going to put the phone number on the bottom of the screen. Feel free to call in if you want to. If not, it is fine and dandy. But I told you guys that, we're going to get back out there on the road, and we're going to start going back out towards Bakersfield. And I already talked to some of my guys, some of my friends that know how to stand up for their rights, that know what questions to ask. And we're going to start visiting Bakersfield Police Department. We're going to visit. I hope not.
That better not be a fake
I
video.
hope it's not, because that would be very, very extremely effed up.
But I bet it looks like that. If it is, I bet it looks just like that. Kids sedated, that's like perfect, because kids are going to be crying for their parents. Hello? Of course they're sedated.
Yeah, I that would be sick. Okay, so the phone number's on the bottom of the screen, and we have a caller now calling in.
To accept, press 1.
Hey, I couldn't catch your name. What was your name?
Daniel,
go ahead, bro. You're live.
yeah, I called in last night too.
What's in?
Last night or the night before last?
It's Damien, not Daniel.
Okay, go ahead. Did you have something you want to say?
I just can't believe how the cops are corrupted.
Right.
People look up to most of the cops, and a lot of them just straight up corrupted.
Right. Yeah, you can't believe how corrupt they are.
Yeah.
How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
13.
Are you Danny's son?
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
Yeah, did you want to anything else that you want to say or put out there before we take the next caller?
I don't think.
Well, I appreciate you. Thank you, man. And it looks like you have a really good head on your shoulders, and be safe out there and watch your surroundings.
What did you say?
I said, be careful and watch your surroundings at all time, man.
Okay.
Okay, take it easy. Hey, I want to hear from you, Real Anthony Aguirre. Call in 661-299-7521. And if you can't call in, join the panel. StreamYard chat. I just posted it inside of the comment section. Join in. There's a lot of people that want to know what happened after that video. Somebody sat there and said it was a fake video, but I think he meant it was not a fake video. He said, I watched the whole live. So I don't get that. I don't understand that. You watched it, or are you the one that actually video recorded that? I'm not sure what you mean by that. But if you can, call in, man.
Nikki.
Hey, go ahead, Nikki. You're live.
Hi, Steve. I'm a big fan. I just wanted to say thank you for everything you do. You're amazing. I can't physically watch the video you posted. It makes me with the boys and the summers, and it's just sad. It's disgusting, and I don't know. It just breaks my heart because I feel that, you know, especially with the trafficking and, you know, the whole organ donating, I think that sadly there's just too much money in it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think it's like it's a disgusting business, and I like the drugs. Like, you know, the government allows the drugs to come in. You know what I mean? And even like rehab, you know, rehab ridiculous. You can't afford it. You know, insurances don't cover it.
Right.
You know, I think that the government just has their hands in, unfortunately, everything. You know, everybody's corrupt. I mean, they don't make movies, you know, of corrupt cops and, you know, children being trafficked for a reason. You know, it breaks my heart. And
right.
You know, you got to go higher up. You know, the judges and
what if the higher ups are the ones that are actually pulling the strings and allowing all this?
That's what I'm saying. You know, the judges, and, you know, they're the ones that, you know, let everything slide and, you know, turn their heads or are involved. And yeah, it's sad. I can't. I watched a live last night. Her name's Gossip Girl or something like that, and she had a video on there. A little girl that she was like 10, and she was screaming, crying, saying she was going to kill herself, and she didn't want to go back to her father because her father was, you know, essaying her, and like the aunt was like screaming and crying, saying, "I've tried everything. I've gone to DCIF, I've gone to the police, and nobody's doing anything." And she physically recorded her niece, and she's, you know, she's crying, and she's, you know, curled up in the fetal position, you know, and it's just sad. Like, this world is so sad. Like, you can't do anything, you know, and the poor kids, like, when they get taken away, it's like, you know, are they going to have a worse life?
Right.
You know what I mean? If they get taken away, you know, from their parents, are they going to go into a foster home, and then, you know, God knows what happens? You know what I mean? It's just terrible.
Right.
But I wanted to say thank you for all that you do. You guys are, you know,
yeah,
you guys are amazing.
Yeah, I'm doing the best that we can.
Yeah.
So I do thank you for calling in. It means a lot.
I know. You do God's work, Steve. And I appreciate it. I know everybody else appreciates it too. And you know what's sad though too? I was thinking about it. Like, it's my last thought, but, you know, I'm thinking about it as, like, I watch these lives and how many, like, sick people
are
also probably watching these lives. You know what I mean?
I know. Yep.
It's disturbing. You know, you got to see, like, probably 200 people in your chat. Probably half of them are
scumbags.
Huh? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's crazy.
To all you scumbags out there in that chat, you know, God will get you.
That's right.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for calling.
All right, Steve. Thank you.
As I don't know what the hell's going on with StreamYard, but it keeps doing weird stuff like booting me off and having me get back on. Can you guys hear me now or what? Because we are back on. So what do we do if the higher ups are involved? And what are we supposed to do? We have a call coming in. Hold on.
The Watchmen.
The Watchmen. What's up, brother? You are live.
Yeah, hey, AV. I talked to you about probably like a couple, 3 years ago or so.
Absolutely.
About
I
things
remember.
happening in this country.
Yeah.
And, you know, I maintain biblical scripture that this is the daughter of Babylon.
Right.
And that what we're receiving, it's just, you know, a blindness of our nation and, you know, our leaders. And now that we really, if we really want to just take research and look at what they're doing, we look at older formats and look at DIVOC. You know, that's COVID backwards, and it says it's a possession of an evil spirit. You know,
Really?
Yes, I want you to look that up. Okay, DIVOC.
You know what? I think I did just hear about that about a week ago. Something about an evil spirit.
Yeah, and division and breaking up in Latin terms.
Okay.
Okay. But I want you to also know that the vaccine has been now prolonged. Its expiration date has been, you know, extended twice now from its initial. And what it came from is just like dispatch of something that came out of nowhere, you know, and people are getting sick from it. And, you know, it hasn't proven to be what it is. And there are people, you know, equating it to the mark of the beast, Revelation 13. So the last two, I think it's verse 17 and 18 of Revelation 13, that people need to be aware of that and use it for a religious exemption so they don't take this stuff.
Right.
So, you know, AV, I seen your video this morning. I've watched you for a while. I know that you shifted from where you were earlier on things.
Right.
You're not doing what you were doing.
Right.
But you're, you know what I'm saying? This trafficking, what they're doing, and bringing in here the product of America, how defunct and upside down and backwards we are. It's unbelievable. I've seen the trains coming with the tanks coming through.
Yeah.
They're not heading for the east or west coast. They're heading internally.
Right.
What are we doing?
Yeah, I know.
I'm calling you out of nowhere. Okay.
Right.
So, you know, dialogue is good, and you know what I'm saying. I'm here to answer questions. I do want you to look up this herb. It's called Pau d'Arco. P-A-U. It's D''D Arco, and it's a herb. It's actually an extract of a tree made in the Amazon that it's antimicrobial and cancer and a whole host of other things. If you Google this, you'll find this.
Okay.
So I know people are deworming themselves to try to avoid COVID. I know that this is a government depopulation program. I think that there are placebos and things happening in different areas.
Mm-hmm.
I think if you're an agricultural, you know, place, or if you're part of their military, they're not going to give you a kill shot. But if you're in the big city,
right,
you may have received that. Oxford professionals have been stating that 3 to 5 years may be the kill time with this. There are people dying currently from it. There are people in India. They gave military people in India that died, and they were giving cardiac arrest during the post, you know, injection time. There are Japanese that had turned back the vaccine because it had floaters and heavy metals in it. I know that 500 plus people died in Mexico from it. COVID itself says that, you know, the habitation of unclean spirits. So I'm just like, you know, where are we at?
Yeah.
You know, AV Watchmen, where are we? Do you want to admit we're at the end of the millennium, Babylon? Do you understand where we are in Jeremiah 50 and 51?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead if you want to break it all down.
Do you know what Jeremiah 51:2 speaks about?
Go ahead. Let us know.
It talks about the southern incursion, the border. I want you, because you're available, you're there, you're working this. I want you to look at Jeremiah 51, verse 2. What is that?
Give me 1 second.
I will. I'm totally open.
You said Jeremiah verse 2?
51, verse 2.
Okay, give me a second. Jeremiah 51:2. Is it? All right. So on Jeremiah 51:2, it says, and will send to Babylon fan that shall empty her land, for a day of trouble they shall be against her round about. You want me to keep going, or?
Now, I want you to clarify it for the folks listening on board and do the NIV version.
The NIV version?
Yes, I want to clarify for the folks that are on board with us now and do it the NIV version.
Okay, give me a second. You want to look that up, NIV?
I don't have the King James version.
Yeah. You guys, this is the Watchman that's on the line right now.
I do believe the Lord will do as he pleases, Isaiah 46:10, and he gives different verses in different languages for different folks in different tongues. Okay, and that's going to be in Corinthians. But I want you guys to see the versions of different aspects of the Lord's word.
Scripture one more time. Which one?
What was it? It was Isaiah 52, right?
It's going to be Isaiah 51. No. Jeremiah 51, verse 2.
Okay,
NIV.
Okay, guys, I'm back. Hopefully you guys are still here. There's something going on with, I guess it's not just my internet. I guess a couple other people had issues with StreamYard earlier, but we are back. Thank you guys for all waiting patiently. I know it's been a while. I wasn't expecting everybody to actually stay and wait, but I do appreciate you guys. I had a phone call with someone that I spoke to before in the past, the Watchman, and he's a really good guy, man. I don't like taking anyone off while they're on the phone, guys. I know some people might be believers, some people might not be believers, and it doesn't matter. You know, we're going to sit here and have the phone lines open to anyone who calls. But yeah, there is a deal where there is no timestamp, but it's too late. Okay, yeah, I do apologize, guys, for doing that. I don't know what's going on with StreamYard. If it does it again for some odd reason, then that's it. You guys don't expect me to come back on, but I will be back on tomorrow. It won't be fair for you guys to sit here and wait and wait and wait and wait. But let me see if I can catch up to the chat. Let's see here. I need to plug my phone in for a few seconds. So you guys try to hold back on the calls right now. Let me just get a little charge. Until then, here's the link. You guys can join. Anybody wants to join, click on the StreamYard link and just join right in. Jules, let's see here. Where's Jules? I just seen it. There you go. Jules, victims, survivors of satanic abuse, has been experimented as children with injections into their bodies. The vaccines have been planned for decades, and I believe that. You guys make sure if you want to hit that join button to become a member over here. We will do certain live feeds that only members will be able to see. There will be videos. I have lots of videos that I have not uploaded because I don't want everybody. I mean, I want all of you guys to see these videos, but there's certain people that I don't want to see these videos. I do not want them trying to ruin anything. So if you guys want to see some of those videos, I will start uploading them to the membership only members. And there's a way. I'm trying to see if there's a way where I could keep it from those videos getting downloaded and getting to other people's system, because we cannot, and I will not be putting these witnesses out in front of everybody for certain people to get a hold of. But there are a couple people that I've spoke to, and they agree. They went on film, they went on camera. They just don't want the drama, the bull crap. Another neighbor over there at the Casa Loma, and another person out in San Jose. And yep, we're not putting that out there nowhere as of yet. Let me see here. What do we got here? Yo, I'm going to be calling you back as well, the Watchman. I got to get some charge on my phone. Rayshawn, where's Rayshawn at? There he is. Rayshawn is about to join now. What's up, Ray?
Yo, what's going on, Big Steve?
What's going down?
Same old. How you doing?
Good, bro. Good. What you got going on?
Man, nothing. Trying to get over this little quarantine, man.
Oh, I heard.
Yeah, I feel better. I feel 100%. But just pretty much this quarantine.
Hey, they're saying, what are they saying, that if you didn't catch it, right? Somebody else did?
No, I did.
Oh, you caught the Rona, huh?
Yeah.
What's your feeling?
Which I don't know how. I've been in the house, but yeah, I ended up getting sick.
What's it feel like?
Well, I was only sick for about 24 hours. It just came out of nowhere. I was just chilling in my room, and then I just got like slapped with a headache, and then it was like a migraine headache, and then I laid down, and I started getting body aches and the chills, and I pretty much couldn't sleep that night. And then the next day I started to feel better. I was just like fatigued and stuff, little minor headache, but that was about it. Like my oxygen level stayed at 100%, and I didn't have no breathing issues or nothing like that.
Did it feel like you've been sick before, right?
Yeah, it's been a long time. So like the last time I had a flu, I can't even remember. So it's kind of hard to even compare.
So you don't know if it felt like a flu virus or something?
I mean, well, yeah, it was flu symptoms, you know what I mean? But I could kind of imagine like somebody with health issues going through that. I could imagine the pain that they would go through and kind of understand how it would be a little bit different for them.
Right.
But
you gonna end up getting that vaccine or what?
Oh no, I ain't messing with the vaccine, bro. I ain't
Ray,
nothing.
Ray, can you tell us, the people that aren't subscribed to your channel, can you tell us what it was like the other day when Trezell was up there in Trezell and Jacqueline, they were back at the house in California City. Did you get a chance to see him or no?
No, I didn't get a chance, man. Like every time I get the 411, I'm always like a little bit too late, which is probably a good thing.
Right. Well,
yeah, I never.
Everybody here in the chat, we actually we have been getting little information here and there. So they have been going to that house, and both myself and Rashawn. So we can't put a certain person out there where we're getting information from. But we actually have a picture of Trezell, his whole face and everything. But I need to figure out how to clip a couple things out of there. That way we don't know where it came from. I think it's internet. But that way, people, the person who gives it to us is not going to be able to get, she doesn't want no issues. Her or her husband doesn't want issues. So there's a person in the picture that shouldn't have been caught in the photograph. So we will be putting that up though. As soon as I'm able to clip that person out of it, then we'll put it up. But
yeah, sorry about that. I clicked out on accident, bro. I'm on my cell phone.
It's all good. It's all good. So we will be putting that up. Maybe you guys will be able to finally see Trezell without a mask on.
Hey, I seen that picture too, but mine's is kind of distorted. But that dude look funny, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a little distorted, but
doesn't look too up to par.
That was actually taken out of a video, I think. So the video shows different. The video is like clear. You know how there's a video? Yeah. The video shows like extremely clear. But the picture is kind of like, when people spot Bigfoot, it's always kind of grainy or it looks a little foggy a little bit, like a Bigfoot sighting. You're like, hey, there's a Bigfoot over here. Their pictures are never freaking grade A, but the video is good, right? What do you think about this motorhome and stuff? Do you think that's theirs?
I would hope not, man, but I don't see who else would pull in front of the house like that comfortable. Did you notice if that was the same vehicle in the picture with the RV?
Same one.
I mean, it would have to be them then. Or are you asking do I think that they own that RV?
Do you think that's their RV? Well, we know the car. That's theirs. It's a brand new. What type of car is that? It's a brand new. It's almost like a Scion, like the new Scions, brand new, like a 2020 or 2021. I don't know if they're renting that or what, but I mean, it's been a while since they've been in that same car. Because you remember the video that we have shows that car. When was that? About a month ago? More than a month ago?
About exactly a month ago. It's starting to seem like a pattern, like they come once a month.
Like once a month, huh?
I mean, the last 2 months. at least. But as far as them owning the RV, I mean, it would kind of make sense in their case to buy one, I guess, in the position that they're in. So I wouldn't be surprised, bro, if that is their RV.
Yeah, so everybody in
But
the
that
chat.
is, is very concerning at the same time because we don't know what these people are out here doing with kids, and you know what I mean? I don't think they need to be rolling around in the RV.
Right. But the big question is, where do they get that money to get that big RV? That's a big RV with a brand new car that gets pulled behind it. So yeah, that's pretty crazy, right? But it is the same exact car, That's what they got out of when they pulled up to the house, and then that's what they left in when they took off. Yeah. But I don't know. But other than that, you haven't heard nothing out that way or what? Because Rayshawn's out there in Cal City, so you haven't heard nobody talking nothing like that?
Oh, my bad. Can you say that last part?
You haven't heard, like, what's the word on the street out there? Nobody's heard nothing, seen nothing. Nobody's come forward with nothing.
I mean, nah, not really. Not really, man. Just besides, our little where we get our info from. That's about it. That's the only activity or anything I get word from.
Yeah, you're gonna I don't know, man. We're gonna start going out towards BPD and DCFS. You're more than welcome to roll with us if you want, bro.
Yeah, you already know. Just let me know ahead of time, and once I'm done quarantine, man, I'm back out there.
How long they got you on that for?
Well, they told me 10 days. So I'm gonna just, I already been quarantining since like the 1st, but I'm gonna start my quarantining from when I got my results, which was last night. So I'm gonna start from last night and go about 10 days. Just, to be on the safe side to make sure, because they said I don't have to go back and test. They say usually, people just go in quarantine and then they're good. But my mother is a diabetic, so I'm still being on the safe side. Like, as far as going to her house, I'm not going to go to her house for like a month, just to be safe.
Right. I'm going
to give myself about like 10 days, man, and I should be good. Like I said, I'm already feeling 100% now, but I just tested positive 2 days ago. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, and it is crazy because I've been cooped up with Shelly and my son the whole, 5 days, 6 days. And she wasn't feeling good. She had a slight headache, not as bad as mine's, but we pretty much thought she was sick too, but she tested negative. And then they said if my son is not showing symptoms, then it's not even no point to get him tested.
Yeah.
So I
know a few people that did not get sick until after they took that shot. Then they got sick with it.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, that's one thing that one of the nurses mentioned at the hospital.
Absolutely.
Which I'm pretty sure you guys heard already, is people, that's getting vaccinated is still getting infected. So I don't even see what's the whole point if you're still going to get infected. You know what I mean?
Oh, they sit there and they also say that it really don't work, right? I mean, you're going to take the vaccine, then you're going to get sick with the same crap. That's crazy. I don't know. Yeah. I don't trust it. I don't trust it, man, at all. So
yeah, it's still, I mean, I know for sure at the end of the day, is still not adding up the way they put it out there as far as people getting contaminated and the way it spreads. You would think, hey, somebody in your household catches it, you're around this person day by day, you would be infected too.
Yeah.
So it's still a lot of question marks behind it. And I was talking to one of the nurses up there. I'm like, man, what do you think about this? And he's pretty much the same point where everybody is. It's a question mark. It's not making sense. It's not adding up how it's spreading, how it's affecting different people, different ways. Like he was saying, he had a buddy that was over 300 pounds, diabetic, and all the bad stuff to catching COVID, and he caught it, and he his friend made it through good with no major issues. Now the nurse on his hand don't have no health issues, and he caught it, and he said it knocked him on his ASS. So it's
yeah. I know a guy that took it. And he died the next day. He had nothing wrong with him. But yet the next morning he flatlined right in his house. So don't know,
I
don't
just know
know.
on my end, man. I always been that type of person. You know, I haven't got no vaccinations in years. My son, he's not vaccinated, and he was born a month before the corona came out. He's
Yeah,
a leap day baby, 2020.
yeah.
He hasn't even got sick not one time.
Yeah,
And
well
if he
maybe.
does, he'll get like the sniffles for like
Mhm.
one night and we'll get rid of it. But besides that, he's been absolutely healthy throughout this whole pandemic. And
Yeah, yeah. I don't believe it, man. I'm just,
yeah,
that's just me, who I am. I'm not walking around in fear. Fear does not come from God, but power, love, and a sound mind. And I do believe in the Bible, so I'm not fearing some crap like that at all. When
yeah,
it's your
exactly.
time, it is your time.
And
And
that's what
you
people
know,
is forgetting, Steve, like that their faith in God and their their religious practices to where God tell you like you good, you just gotta have faith. And
faith.
that's what these people want is
Yeah,
separation from religion, separation from people. Any
they
way
wanted to
they can.
rip. They wanted to rip families apart, friends apart. Now you got some people. 50% don't want it. 50% want it. Now you don't have friends. You don't have. I mean,
Yeah,
they
exactly.
tore
Even
up.
family members. Just imagine how it's
Right.
going to be next year. So where you
Mhm.
got your dad, like my dad, he supports the vaccination and all that.
Right.
And then no telling how people is going to start changing up. Oh, you not vaccinated, you can't come around me.
Well,
You know
that's
what I
what's
mean?
gonna. That's what's gonna happen. They're gonna make it for that way. You can't do nothing. It's
Yeah,
coming. It's
yeah, it's coming.
coming,
I
man.
think they're doing it with the kids, bro. How they sent the kids back to school. Now the it's starting to spike back up, and they're
Look,
making it
if
a
we
big
went,
deal.
if look, the flu, there was a such thing as the flu, right? And SARS and stuff like that, right? People died every single year from SARS, every single year from the flu. I mean, people were dying like crazy. If we sat there and focused on every death from the flu, what people going to be running around putting on masks into or what? But now they are focusing on, oh my God, the COVID, it killed that person, killed that person. They're running around in absolute fear. I don't even recognize the United States anymore. I don't even see kids outside playing the way they used to. Like when we were kids, we used to be able to ride bicycles and
Yeah,
play
hell
outside.
yeah.
Now you can't even do that. You got to worry about
That
your
was
kids getting picked up
man.
by a
That was
pervert. It's crazy.
That was
Crazy.
half the whole reason why my mother moved us out to California City back in the 90s. And when I was 7, 8 years old, man, she had no worries. She had work. I'm outside with a group of other kids. We like 10, 20 thick out riding bikes and scooters and skateboards. We're not worried about no virus. We're not worried about no kidnappers. Like, we didn't have phones back then. And it's just a whole different story now, man.
Let me get the Watchman on. Watchman, is that you? The Watchman, is that you?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Awesome. Yep. Yep. We got you.
Okay. I just want to try to give some guidance in scripture to lead us where we are in this country and where things are. So we need to put it in context and make it understandable.
Mm-hmm. Go
You
ahead.
understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. What you got? What you talking
That
about?
we're a nation endowed by our creator, our rights. And now that, most, 80-95% of America just wants to let it go. They just they don't care. They don't understand where our rights came from.
No, I know they don't.
You understand that? And what
I
is
do. I understand that.
the default, though? What is the default when we give up God as a God-fearing nation? What is the default? Our government becomes our creator, right? Our law and our morals and everything comes from the government without God.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Which God says correct, right? God also says that evil is gonna have his time to rule, and the devil's people is gonna have the time to rule over the nations, and which is the governments and stuff that control us
So
now.
do you give that to the Revelation 20 when Satan is released to deceive the nations at the end
Um,
of the millennium? Do you give that Revelation 8-9 verse, chapter 20? Do you think we are there?
yeah, I think we've been there for a
No.
cool minute now.
Let's look at this for Satan to be released to deceive the nations, to gather them for the war of Gog and Magog. Do you think we are there?
I don't really know, man. You know, because I'm spiritual. You know, I go off of different
Well, the
religions and stuff.
Bible
And
is the word, it's the authority. The authority is through the word of God. So we have to respect that. But there are different translations and things to look at.
yeah,
But
and
what I'm talking
it's also people like the Vatican that has rewritten a whole bunch of stuff and has hidden a lot of history and taken a lot of history from us, from Africa to the pyramids to all types of history that we don't even know. So
But
it's a
we
lot
do
of
know
stuff.
that the Bible warns that anybody that add or subtract will be subtracted from the book of life, right?
Yeah, of course, yes.
We do know that. So, but we do know that there are retained scriptures that are still here from today that can be matched to the manuscripts from ancient times, right? So we do know that Jeremiah, the prophet, had given warnings of current, happenings in his time, but also deep future happenings. And then he would speak about the daughter of Babylon, which was not the original Babylon under Nebuchadnezzar, but it was a future Babylon doomed to destruction, and that would be also desolate forever. So we have to look at these scriptures and realize that the hammer of the whole earth could only be, described as America through verse Jeremiah 50:21 or 23. And then we have to also look at that there be this coalition of nations. The kings of the earth would form a coalition and come against her at the northernmost borders. That's Jeremiah 50:41. And at the sound of Babylon's capture, the earth would tremble and resound. That's Jeremiah 50:36. And also Jeremiah 51:33 talks about the harvest, that, the harvest would come, the threshing floor, the daughter of Babylon. So where are we at when we talk about Revelation 18 and the harlot, the great city that's destroyed in 1 hour? I will elaborate, but where can you elaborate on Revelation 18?
I mean, just to keep it simple, man, I just feel it's
What?
we're near the end
Hey,
of
I got a
times.
question. Watchman, are you Jehovah's Witness?
No.
He said he's a Christian.
Okay. All right.
No,
Somebody
I'm
put in the chat.
non-denominational.
Okay,
But
guys, look,
I
don't
do
get
want
him.
to talk about Revelation 18, though, in particular.
Hold on, real quick, guys. The person in the chat, the person that's talking, he spelled his name wrong, but that's the Watchman, not
Yeah,
AV
I
Watchman.
typed it in. I might have misprinted it with my finger on the touch screen.
He goes by the same name, the Watchman. But what
Yeah,
state are you in?
I do want to know that there is if anybody is familiar with, Paul from Off Grid Farming, I don't fully agree with everything. Pinball preparedness, PN preparedness now, New York Prepper, Ken Roberts at Fear No Man, BP Earthwatch. I am part of a major, operation of people that are trying to get the truth out, but yet there are some falling by the sword.
Yeah.
They don't know what they're doing. I used to like Paul Begley, but he uses every video to make money at this point in time.
Hold on, Watchman, real quick. Guys, listen, not everybody is going to hold the same beliefs, but we respect what everybody wants to talk about. So just like I do, like myself, I don't believe in the vax, but somebody else could. It doesn't matter. We're all adults. I believe in the Bible. Somebody else doesn't have to. I don't trip like that. I'm not sweating stuff like that. So Watchman, I have a quick question for you. A lot of other people want to know as well too. I've had people send me private chats. The kids that are missing and everything that's going on right now, we could find all this stuff biblically, right? In the Bible, right?
Yes, everything can be found in the Bible that we're speaking about today. Isaiah 47 talks about this virgin daughter of Babylon doomed to destruction. Jeremiah 50 and 51 also speaks about it. Psalms 137 also speaks about it. There's talk in Jeremiah 25, 24:5, verse 24:5 talks about an exile and things that that would happen. You have to have this understanding. But where we are looking at, CV, is this Statue of Liberty. Who is she? And the deep research proves, period. This is Ishtar. This is the Statue of Liberty, is the daughter of Babylon. So who is the daughter of Babylon? It's in the Bible. It talks about a nation that's divided within itself. The leaders become divided. The people come divided. It fights within itself. Then foreign incursion comes, and it steals from the granaries. And then all of a sudden, there's this sudden destruction that makes it inhabitable. Why? Because I believe it's like, if you watch, everybody reveres, the Star Treks in the past time, and, Captain Kirk, you get on my ship, I'll hit the self-destruct button. Yellowstone, there's film video, from Coast to Coast AM where Russia was talking about, well, if we want to take it, America out, we put a bomb on Yellowstone. Well, you know what? If the communists invaded us, maybe some patriots might do it also. So you got to realize that we're in a biblical track, and Israel is the base root of it. And in Jeremiah 50 verse 6 and 51 verse 9 and Zechariah 2:7, it says, come, O Zion, escape, you who live in the daughter of Babylon. Who's the daughter of Babylon? It's America. There is no other country that fits the daughter of Babylon. Bottom line, CV, it's the hammer of the whole earth. Jeremiah 51:2 talks about the foreigners that come in. Jeremiah 51 or verse 41 talks about a coalition of nations that come against her from the northernmost borders. And Jeremiah 50:46 says, at the sound of Babylon's capture, the nations will resound, because the free world has just fallen. So I'm just going to leave you open to respond to some of this, but I will clarify and bring people to more attention of what is happening on this global planet we call Earth.
Right. Well, thank you. And here we have infamous truth teller. You want to go ahead and unmute your mic and get it off your chest? What you want to talk about? Looks like that person was trying to join, but for some odd reason. Let me see. Ray Sean, did you want to add anything?
No, I was just listening, man. I just know it's a lot of information out there, man. A lot of people got to do some research, learn their history, because it is a lot of stuff out there. That's just gone. A lot of knowledge, a lot of stuff that they took from us.
Right.
So it's kind of hard to pinpoint anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep. Ernie, absolutely.
Just like you got these 13 bloodlines that runs the whole entire world, the banks of America, all types of stuff that has no God in their heart, but they run everything and they're behind the scenes, not even in America, but they control America. And it's just a lot that people need to understand,
I'm going to show
just
everybody
outside of religion, but of course it all leads back to religion, but it's still a lot of politics. It's still, a lot of evil stuff that's going on. That's behind the scenes.
When a president gets sworn in, they have their hand on the Bible. It's crazy, man. It's they believe in the Bible. I think a lot of people believe in the Bible. They just don't want to admit it. But whatever it is, it is. Let me. I'm going to show you guys. Listen, guys. We are about to go back to that video I posted earlier today. Hey, who is that? What is that you're showing us? Who is that? What is that?
This is a very important mini series called The Bible.
Oh, okay. Yeah, The Bible. But who's that?
Yeah, if anybody's ever
actors?
seen that. But I also wanted to let you know, AV, that we look at these scriptures and we look at like 2 Timothy 3, and we look at godlessness in the last days and how people will be lovers of themselves and lovers of money. And we also look at you know, Romans 1, where it talks about men and women will be inflamed for their own sex, you know, and then, you know, I like to
Hold on,
reflect
guys.
it.
Hold on, real fast, Watchman. Watchman is talking. The Watchman is talking. We're gonna take. If you guys haven't seen this video yet, for everybody that is just joining, I posted a video this morning, and it was a video that is called "Child Traffickers Caught Red-Handed."
And I spread that. I shared that for you, AV. I shared that.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you for doing that. We're going to take a look at that for everybody who hasn't seen it yet, guys. This should open your eyes up. These traffickers were caught red-handed, guys. Red-handed. Were you guys able to see that yet? Everybody who's new that AB sent over, appreciate that. AB, if you're here, feel free to join in on the podcast as well. I'm going to share the link down below, and we're going to see this video one more time to everybody who is new. Where did Rayshawn go? I thought Rayshawn was still there.
Just seems like to me, AV, it's gangsters rule anymore, you know?
Okay, give me a second, the Watchman. I'm going to play this video for everybody who is new in here. Thank you guys for joining. And AB, I appreciate you, man, for sending folks over here. We got to always, you know, keep scratching each other's backs. Let me get to this video, guys. You guys, check it out. If you haven't seen this video, you guys be ready. Oh, I don't even think you could get ready for something like this. It's just, it's horrible. You guys are about to see little children that have been sedated and they're being trafficked, right? Let me pull up the video now.
Is going to
You guys let me know if you can hear it.
be one of the most disturbing videos.
I'm going to pause it. Let me know if you can hear the video, guys. Just press 1 in the chat if you can hear the video.
Can you hear me, AV?
I got you.
Okay.
I'm just going to show
sure.
people this real quick. People that hasn't had a chance to see this video yet, they're about to see it right now. So here we go, guys. As you can see from the video being paused, here is a little girl, about a 3-year-old girl. Here's a little boy about 4 years old. Another little kid, maybe about 2 years old. This is the saddest shit that you're going to view here on YouTube. These kids are sedated. I'm going to press play now.
That you have ever seen in your whole entire life. This is going to be one of the most realest videos that you have ever seen in your entire life as well. The picture you guys are looking at are little children that are actually being trafficked by bastard child trafficking mules from Mexico. They're highly sedated. Little children in the middle of the night being taken to God knows where.
These little kids are passed out, y'all. These little kids. ¿Usted con quién viene, caballero?
Solo.
¿Usted solo con la... ¿Y la mamá?
La mamá me abandonó.
¿La mamá qué?
Me abandonó.
Christy, come here. So, remember I told you guys that they're going to say that?
Yep.
¿Qué le pasó a la mamá?
Me abandonó, los dejamos, pues, separamos.
¿Te abandonó?
Sí, soy
¿Y
padre
te dejó a los
soltero.
2 niños?
Sí.
Ok. ¿Y cuántos años tienen los niños?
Él tiene 4 y ella 3.
4 and 3 years old.
Oh my God, do you guys see? Listen, these children are not just sleeping peacefully with their mama and their papa. These little guys, these little girls, these little boys, they have been sedated by these pervert motherfuckers.
Okay, so the guy, Anthony is talking in Spanish to him, right? But then he's going to explain to someone who's there in English what the person is saying. I guess he asked him, like, where's their mama? And so traffickers come up with this lie, and I guess it's like a pretty big lie that they all like to tell, that the mom abandoned them and that they're taking them somewhere else. And so these are all little children, man, that are sedated. Notice that they got a flashlight, big bright light in their face. They're not even opening their eyes up, man. I really want to know what happened to these children after, he took this video. This is very, 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 very disturbing. I myself, I couldn't just take a video of these little kids, man. Somebody would be getting their asses whipped. This guy with the mask on, he would be getting his ass whipped right about now. Whipped. I mean, beaten. These kids would have been taken away and stuck away from these people until the authorities got there, but they would have to have a paramedic for this guy, for sure.
Okay, and they're being taken to places where people that are going to do stuff unimaginable to them. So while you're sitting here playing your little games on YouTube and trying to ruin people's lives, there's little babies, little children right now that is being sodomized, that is being shared around, passed around, flip-flopped to the next piece of crap, the next highest bidder.
And he says that his wife abandoned him, and she left him the 2 kids. It's breakup season in down there, South of America, yo. There's a lot of heartbreaks going on.
You know what's really sad though is most of these children look like this isn't just a natural sleep.
This is in the United States side, by the way. So they are in the United States right here.
They are out.
Look,
Children look like this isn't just a natural sleep. They are out.
Look, they're sedated. They are sedated. Look at them.
Look at them. This is not.
Look at, he's just like completely lunched over.
So this is part of the traffickers' lie. They'll sit there and make it seem like they went through a breakup with the child's mother. And that's why they're out there in the middle of the night and the kids are freaking sedated. It's just a freaking cover-up story that they all pretty much say.
Impediment at the border. There's no help there.
This is sick.
¿Cuándo fue la última vez que comieron los niños?
So this is what we're telling you. A lot of times these children don't belong.
CV, what do we do?
This is human trafficking.
They're not even reacting, huh? You see how they don't react? Their pupils don't even react to the bright light in their face.
No, these kids are drugged.
¿Qué le dieron a los niños?
Here's this.
Pause the video, CV. What can we do?
Oh my God.
Pause the video.
Guys,
let me pause. Hold on. Right there.
Pause the video. Let's talk about this.
Go ahead.
Any nation that flees from the problems they have is surely to lose it, right? Where are we gonna flee to, CV? Where?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. This is sick, man.
But look, I've been trying to post these scriptures. Jeremiah 50:32. It says the arrogant one will stumble and fall, and no one will help her up. So are we the arrogant one, and will we stumble and fall because of what we've done? And nobody's going to help us up.
Right? You're talking about as in the whole United States.
The arrogant one is speaking of the daughter of Babylon in those scriptures, Jeremiah 50:32.
Right.
Okay? It's specific to the arrogant one.
Okay, hold on,
America.
guys. Hold on. Let me hit play. Hold on, guys.
Reality. This is actually the United States right now.
You hear that? This is the United States right now.
It is.
So
It is. It
this is in the United States, folks.
This is a third world country.
Do
This is
you
the United
realize,
States,
guys,
and unfortunately, our law
AD,
enforcement
that
agencies
our
are out
army
here
could
assisting and abetting in the child trafficking trade, guys. Absolutely. There's like no way that you can call me a conspiracy theorist. There's no way that you can say that we're making shit up. We're out here, guys, living this day after day. Y'all think we do this because we enjoy it? We literally go home with stuff in our head, and seeing this should be upsetting to everybody, whether you're on the left or on the right.
CV, do you
This
know
should
what the
be
Belt to Road policy?
tolerated in our country. He's unconscious.
Who the
This
hell?
is real, people.
Who the hell is CV?
Real. While we're sitting here. And
okay, guys, you know what? I'm reading through your comments. Everybody needs to see this. I did already. Crazy lady. Listen, everyone needs to see this. This is something that could have happened to the boys, to Summer Wells, to Michael Vaughn, and a whole lot of other children that come up missing daily, guys.
Hey,
I'm gonna
AV.
Yeah, go ahead.
They do. I mean, that this, like you said, it needs to be talked about, and people want to turn a blind eye to it. You know what I mean? Oh, we're gonna act like we don't. They want to put, they just want to put their hands to their, to the side of their face and act like we don't see it. And it's overcome, and it's here. People do that with girls, like in neighborhoods. You know what I mean? They have houses in neighborhoods that the girl will go back and forth to her house, and they'll be trafficking, and they'll convince her or manipulate her to a point to where, you know what I mean? They have her going back and forth to that, it's 3 houses down, and they're trafficking. You know what I mean?
God bless you.
They're making money off of little young, girls too, and kids that are in neighborhoods.
Right.
It stretches across every, every inch and every aspect of this. I'm speechless, but yeah, it happens in regular neighborhoods.
Right, absolutely. And guys, everybody who is in the chat, listen. Over here on this channel, we do the best we can to respect everyone's beliefs. We let everybody talk. We hear them out. I don't believe in the whole psychic thing, but I will let people talk. I will let them talk. I will hear them out and everything else like that. So, yeah, if you guys don't like that, then I don't know what to tell you. But over here, we don't argue back and forth. We're just not doing it, guys. So, let's go ahead and finish out this video real quick.
Continuously gossiping about people's mama and their daddies and all this other shit. There's a little, this very second, there's a little, I hope this video wakes a lot of people up. I hope everyone's eyes open to what you're seeing right now, what you're looking at right freaking now. This could be one of your children. This could be our boys. This could be Summer Wells. This could be Michael Vaughn.
Totally unconscious. I want you guys.
This is sad. God.
Look at that one over there.
This administration.
Look at that one right there. She's trying to hide him.
Blatant. Disgusting.
Oh my God, man. This is sad, man. Jeez.
This is extremely heartbreaking, guys. This is the type of shit that makes you want to get a gun and kill these people. Seriously, kill all of them that's involved. Whoever is trafficking them, whatever law
trade, guys. Absolutely.
I'm gonna go ahead and pause it, man. If you guys want to share your thoughts or your opinions, whatever it is, yeah, you guys could call in. The phone number is right there on the bottom of the screen, 661-299-7521. Infamous, that you want to add anything to this, or Rayshawn?
I just wanted to say too. There was a story that I was watching on. It was a YouTube channel, but it's called Real Stories with from Real Women or whatever. And it was this lady that was talking about how she was trafficked. I think she said she was in another country, but she was talking about her experiences, and she said that she didn't realize that later on, as she became a yoga teacher and so on and so forth, and she go to the prison and she's teaching these inmates, women inmates, kind of yoga and how to kind of battle with your demons, basically. You know what I mean? Like traumas that's happened in your life in order to heal. And she said that she was able to, I don't know, somebody, she was telling her story, and somebody helped her identify, as an older woman, she was already 40 something, identify one of the person that had violated her back in the day. And she said that she was used for VPs or VIPs or whatever, and she said, I'm not going to say his name now because he's dead now, but she said he was second in command, like, you know what I mean, basically like the vice president of whatever country she was in. And she was talking about the experience, and she said that your body, it's like an outer body experience, and she said that it's people that are in places of authority, you know what I mean, they have it, they're the ones that not necessarily, they have the money, yeah, but they have their own traumas. And basically, when you get the power and the money, you know what I mean, then it's like that, it's a whole nother entity, you know what I mean, because they haven't never dealt with their traumas or whatever they went through as a kid or whatever they went through in their life, so they substitute it with power and money, you know what I mean.
Right.
So, like, do you understand what I'm saying? Like the psychology of it.
Right.
They substitute it with the power and the money, and so then you have so many of these people that haven't dealt with life, and they have power and money, and they're in the political limelight or whatever, and that's what our world's coming to, basically. But it's a good story. I just wanted to share that too. That's it.
Yeah, of course. Man, Rayshawn, did you want to add to it, or what's up?
Well, hold on, my son crying real quick. I don't want to disturb, but I do want to play something if I can.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just give me a couple minutes because my son.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Handle your stuff. Hey guys, this is something that does happen in the United States, and that's the reason why we need to show this. This is real. This is not no little conspiracy crap, Pizzagate, blah blah blah, all that other crap. This happens. Your kids could be right there and playing out in the front yard. Then all of a sudden, a second later, they're just
gone. And all these political, all our leaders that we're supposed to be looking up to or following and all this stuff, you know what I mean? They don't want it to come out. Of course they don't. So that's where they have the power and money comes in, So that's why it does need to be talked about from everyday people like us. We need to bring it, and we need to, it needs to become like a movement, a culture, of talking about this stuff and making it out there in the open, because that's the only way that it's going to get exposed.
Hold on, I just took my phone off the charger. Sorry about that. People's been trying to call in. Try to call in again, guys. Sorry about that. I forgot I had it on the charger. I had the volume down. Go ahead, call in now, and I will be answering calls right now. Let me see here. Yeah, so Rayshawn, his kids or his son was crying, so he had to mute his mic to take care of that. But you guys feel free to call in now if you'd like to. I have a couple people that's trying to join on the StreamYard link, and it happens to be the same name over and over, The Watchmen, but it's been 3 different accounts that says The Watchmen all sitting here at the same time. It can't be him.
Make sure that they show their face. You know that.
Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah.
To accept, press 1.
Hey, go ahead. You are live.
Hey, what's up, bro?
What's going on?
Not too much, man. Just chilling.
I didn't catch your name. What was your name?
It's Tyler.
Oh, okay. What's up?
Not too much. Fucking, I don't know, the whole thing with those little boys in Cal City, man. That whole place is fucking corrupt, dog. Like, hella corrupt.
The whole place, right.
Yeah, like the whole entire police department and everything. The first night where they were doing like the search party, there was some people, they drove out into the desert, like there was 2 of them, and they were doing, I don't know what they were doing, but like they're burning shit, and like it was just in a random area. Like I've never seen anybody out there, you know. And I noticed them on my camera, and I was like, I went outside to like look and see what's up. And I don't know, there was someone like on the street, like in the dark, just chilling, like talking to somebody about the traffic going by, like he was talking to the people in the desert or some shit.
Right.
And so we called the police and shit. Cause like you know.
Do you live out there? You live in Cal City or?
Oh no, I did.
Yeah, go ahead, Sierra. You can share.
That I was at though.
Oh, okay. So you used to live out there. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, I was out there up until the beginning of this year, actually.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, they as soon as we called the police, the dude who was talking to them like said they're coming or whatever, and walked off into the desert. And the police, like, they weren't trying to hear it at all. It was weird. Like, they were burning chemicals and some other shit. Like,
out in the desert?
Yeah, like right out in the desert. And there was two of them. Like, they drove out together, and one of them stopped.
Yeah.
And then the other one, like, kept going, like, I don't know, like maybe another, like, mile. And they were out there, like, doing these little controlled burns, like, trying not to, like, be suspicious or whatever, you know?
Right.
And when we called, they were like, we're going to go look. But I sat there and just waited to see if anyone was driving out there, and they never did.
This was the same night on the 21st and the boys came out missing, or another day?
Yeah. No, it was, like, right when the boys came out missing.
Oh, that's great. What type of vehicles was it again?
I couldn't tell. They were way out in the desert.
Oh, okay.
But as soon as we called in, they split, you know?
Right.
And there's no out in Cal City, the scanner, like the thing is encrypted, so you can't hear them. So I don't know. I don't know. It was just weird to me, you know?
You said that you heard somebody. I'm sorry.
And it's not like they were burning like horse manure or whatever. And I looked
Hey, and famous. Here, hold on 1 second, bro. You have like an echo. I can hear myself talk, and there's like an echo when you unmute yourself.
Oh yeah, I got you.
All right, go ahead, brother.
But yeah, you know, I looked up the burning horse manure thing, just, you know, offhand. And in India, they use that for cremation. And it was just, I don't know, it was just weird. Yeah, it stuck with me because, like, two little missing kids, two little fires off in the desert. When we called the police, they split, and there was no way that they could have heard it on a scanner.
Right.
I don't know, it was just trippy.
So it's almost like somebody warned them.
Yeah, exactly.
That's crazy, man.
Hey, around what time was this, bro?
Yeah, and like
around. Do you remember what time this was at?
Like 8 o'clock, maybe 8 o'clock at night.
Around 8 o'clock at night. That night.
Yeah. Like while everyone was out doing the initial.
But you guys did. So this is going to be like December the 21st, around 8 o'clock that night. You guys called 911 and reported seeing something suspicious out there in the desert by their house, right, Trezell and Jacqueline's house, where it looked like people were doing controlled burns type. And then once you call 911. The people, it's almost like they automatically knew, and like somebody warned them, and then they took off. Do we got that right?
Yeah. The dude who was by the street talking to him about the traffic that was driving by, he split and like went off towards them. He took off walking, and it looks like they came and picked him up and left.
Wow, man.
Yeah, it was weird.
We're going to look into that.
I sent an email to this FBI thing that I found on Google, and they sent DPD to Cal City to come talk to me. And
they did.
The dude was all attentive. Yeah. Detective Frank. I gotta look it up. but they sent him down, and
Was it
Wait a
they're
minute.
gonna look into it.
Look at my screen real quick. Can you see the screen? Are you looking at the live feed?
Yeah.
Is it this guy that went to talk to you?
That's his last name is Hernandez.
What's his name? Thomas Hernandez? No.
Yeah.
Thomas Hernandez. That wasn't the guy.
No, it was
Okay.
Frank McIntyre.
Frank McIntyre from BPD. Okay.
Yeah. You said he came out to California City from Bakersfield to talk to you?
And he came down and he listened and took.
Did he come from
the report and
California
all that?
City to Bakersfield to talk to you, or he
No,
was
from
in
Bakersfield to Cal City.
He came down from Bakersfield to Cal City.
Oh, so he came from Bakersfield to Cal City.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's crazy.
It's like the house that I was living in, it had just a really nice view of the desert. You know what I mean?
Right.
And you don't usually see people going out in that particular area. There's like this trench from like water erosion or whatever,
Right.
and it looks like they were over there, like burning inside of there, so no one could see it. I don't know. That shit was weird.
Wow.
And we called, and it was like they didn't even care. They weren't even trying to hear it. And offhand, I was like, they're probably looking for the kids. You know, I didn't think nothing of it.
Right.
But then when the detective came and took the statement, I put a camera aiming out there so I could see if, like, anyone was driving out there looking, and no one ever went out there.
You have any video footage of you talking to this officer or anything else?
No, I don't. I have a email back and forth though.
Oh, you do? Is this your number you're calling me from?
Yeah.
Okay. Once the live feed is off and everything, I'll give you a call.
All right, for sure.
All right. Thank you, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah, no problem.
All right.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Yeah,
wow,
man,
that's the
it's
first
crazy
time.
with all these fires
Is there still an
surrounded
echo?
with these West people. Nah, I don't hear no echo. But what I was saying is crazy how all these fires is being evolved around these people.
Yeah. That's the first
So
time
many
to be
fires,
hearing
you know what I
that.
mean?
That's my first time hearing something like that.
Yeah, because I was out there that night around between 8 and 9. I say more like towards 9 o'clock. So if they was doing a fire out there around 8, could be possible.
Right. I'm trying to read through the chat, guys. Thank you guys for all being here. That is crazy, but you know what? There's going to be a record of that 911 call, December the 21st, around 8 o'clock. I'm going to do a public information and see if we could maybe get that record when that call came in. And you know what? They're not releasing any of the 911 calls or anything like that either. From Giselle, when he said he called, I don't know. I do not know, but that's my first time hearing about that. I am going to get a hold of that guy that just called in. And
They said that because it involves the minors, or what? Because they're CPS kids, or what? Or the minors, is that why they're not releasing it? Or just because it's an active
that shouldn't really matter right there, a 911 call.
Or maybe because it's an active
it's
investigation.
just a 911 call. Like what? Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
It's not
there's
like
other calls that they release right away that are still, investigate. It's just a call. It's a 911 call itself.
It's not harming the kids or nothing, so I don't see why they would protect the phone call.
Yeah, that's just weird.
Reporting some kids missing.
Yeah, but Cal City's so small that the police department's not even open when you guys go over there. You know what I mean? They got a sign on the door saying that you can't even go in there. When you guys would go over there and you couldn't
It's
even
only
get in.
open a few
You have
hours
to call
a day.
ahead. You have to call ahead of time.
So I see. Look, all right, guys, listen. I see a lot of people in the chat saying, "Well, Trump and Biden." This has been going on before Trump and Biden. Even if Trump did close down the border, they're still going to find a way how to traffic children. Even if Biden
Yeah,
opened up the border, they're
that's
still going to have a way to, traffic children.
And they don't just take them from
kids.
other countries; they take them from here too.
Yeah, I mean, this is something that's ongoing.
Hey, Steve, are you familiar with William Cooper and Behold a Pale Horse?
Why does that sound familiar for? Yeah.
It's it's the author of a book that this man had put out. He was in
They're gonna find a way.
He was in all the militaries, all four of them, and basically he wrote a book, man, exposing the government, and they end up killing them and all types of stuff. But it's a great book with a lot of information. Basically, he discusses everything that we go through, from the government stuff to vaccinations to missing children to pretty much all the corrupted stuff that you can even fabric in your head. He wrote a book up on in the 90s.
Even back in the day, when they had the book burnings and people were burning their bras because of the war, and but when they had the book burnings, it's because they're burning literature that is telling us who we are. You know what I mean? Who we are as where we come from. You know what I mean? It's truth, and that's why they were having book burnings, because they were burning the books because they wanna narrate the story, and they want us to think that this is where whatever they say is where we come from. So they're you know what I mean? Anything that's ancestral or from way back in the day, you know what I mean? Any kind of truth like that, that's where all the book burnings and stuff came from back in the day too.
Yo, Sarah, send me an email. The email address is on the bottom, avunitedwestand@gmail.com. Send me an email, and then I will get whatever you need over there to you. A lot of people are saying, yeah, but it was slowed down if the border was closed. This is a problem. There are border agents that are paid off by certain organizations. The big letter C that so many people are scared to talk about. They let stuff like this slide. So what can we do as a nation, being united? What can we do to stop this? Who do we turn to? Who do we trust? Who do we talk to? What do we do? I'm reading through your chat now, so I mean.
Hey, Steve, you mind if I play this little introduction from his book real quick?
Go ahead, bro.
All right, it's probably like 3 minutes long, but it's just an introduction to who this man is and what he does. I'm just bringing this up because everything that we're talking about is pretty much in this book, and this is somebody that was a Christian man and pretty much died to get this truth out there for people like us to know, which we can't really do too much nowadays but self-educate and educate ourselves. But I'm gonna just play this real quick. It's an introduction to his book. It tells who he is and somewhat what the book is about.
Okay.
It's not that long. All right, hold on real quick.
That's exactly what it is, Long Beach. Look what Long Beach just put up. I put your comment on the screen because that's exactly.
There have been many related sequential coincidences.
Go ahead.
Here, hold on, Ray, real quick. That's exactly who we're going to end up going up against, guys. And you think that powerful people here in this country has nothing to do with them? Oh, when there's a lot of money involved, oh, you better believe they ain't turned down no money, guys. There's a lot of money being exchanged when it comes down to selling children. And it's evil. Go ahead, Ray. Go ahead. You can play it, bro.
All right, I'm gonna play a little bit by little bit because that's just how I gotta do it. But I'm gonna play the first part right now.
To behold a pale horse, there have been many related sequential coincidences all throughout my life, incidents that by themselves would have led nowhere. Statistically,
hold on, you guys. Can you guys hear that?
I can hear it.
Okay.
I mean, I can hear it. I got a headset on though. I don't know if everybody else can hear it on their phone. Can you guys hear?
A pale horse, there have been many related.
Wait, hold on. Let me get it right real quick.
Yeah, they said they can hear it.
Okay, all right. I'm trying to get it just on the right part real quick.
To behold a pale horse, there have been many related sequential coincidences all throughout my life, incidents that by themselves would have led. And I looked, and behold a pale horse, and his name that sat upon him was Death, and Hell.
Is that it?
Followed with him, and power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth, to kill with.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. It's not working right now.
Behold a pale horse.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah,
like the book, they only got so much information like on YouTube and stuff.
What is it called again? That way, we could look it up.
It's called Behold a Pale Horse by William A. Cooper, which he released in the 90s. I think he was finally killed by his police department in the early 2000s due to controversy with the government. Basically him writing a book and exposing them, because at one point, he was a high official in certain things, like in the Navy. I think he was part of the CIA. So basically, once he got in his 50s, he just, as a God-fearing man, a person that cared about America, knew all this information and just felt it's wrong to, for him to know it and not expose it. So he wrote the book, and then, he told people they're probably going to kill me after I write this book. And, he ran for a couple years after he published the book. They tried to shoot at him. They blew off his leg, all types of stuff before they eventually caught up to him and killed him. But man, it's all types of information. Like I said, from the government selling drugs to vaccinations to these presidents to the rituals that they do, all the demonic stuff. They talk about reptilians, the Zeons. He talks about, man, unlimited stuff. He has some, documents in there, like newspaper articles or official government documents to prove what he's saying on certain things.
Well, I mean, a lot of the proof is right there in front of our face. But what they do is they're trying to make you look like you're the crazy one. Like you got a tinfoil hat on. You're the crazy one. Conspiracy theory. But I mean, nowadays that is the truth. The thing that they're calling conspiracy theory has been proven to be true. It's crazy, man. It's crazy that they think people that know the truth and what's really going on are the crazy ones. Let me see. Here we got Danny. Danny, go ahead, Danny. You're on.
Oh, hey, what's up?
What's going on?
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I just talk to everybody for a second about taking in information from people? Just because they don't have the same beliefs as you doesn't mean that their message is not true. They might just be explaining it in a way that that they can relate to. So the guy earlier with all the religion stuff, I'm not a Christian, but I understand what he was saying. And he's just trying to give the message in a way that he understands. Right. But that doesn't mean that the message itself is false. So I think people, I'm just saying you should be a little bit open-minded about listening more to the message and not the messenger. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
People are more passionate. When people are passionate about things, they're real intense. And you know what I mean? He's very passionate about what he speaks.
Yeah, who's doing that? Who's making it racist? I've seen in the comments somebody's talking about racist or something like that.
Yeah, but I feel you on that, Danny. That's what it's all about. Is people coming together and bringing it all bring your knowledge to the table to create wisdom. And you know what I mean? Like you said, you got to be open-minded to everything in life.
And I used to be the same way when I was more atheist, because I was atheist for a long time until I had some experiences that showed me what God is, but that's a whole other story. But I used to, as soon as somebody would start speaking Bible scripture, it would just immediately turn me off, and I didn't want to hear anything that they had to say. But I realized over time that they might be expressing in essence something that's a very, very important that I would want to hear. But it's the way that they're explaining it is relevant to them. So if we just set our own beliefs aside for a second and listen to what is this person actually trying to tell me? you know, we can learn a lot from other people, especially people of other backgrounds, cultures, beliefs. You know, sometimes they have the most to teach us.
Right. That's
Yeah,
true.
exactly. And then
Fact.
especially
go ahead,
like
Rayshon.
what people call crazy people, like them people you might see at the bus stop talking to themselves, you know, people like that. Them is God's people, man. I just sat there and listened to one of them folks before, and they
Yeah.
was talking some real stuff, man. But
Sometimes those people are just very broken. Somebody stole their soul from them, like when they were very young, you know, unfortunately.
I remember. I saw a man on the bus. Well, he was probably like in his 20s, and this was years ago. But I've learned, like how you said, Danny. You know what I mean? You take a little bit of what the information they're giving you and make it work for you. You kind of take the bits and pieces that make sense to you, and you know you do your own research, and then you find out. But I remember there was this man on the bus, and he was kind of, you know, you could tell he probably had some schizophrenic tendencies or whatever the case may be. And usually I have my headphones in. I don't, you know, I won't engage with people. I always daydream out the window, you know, and just act like I can't hear them. But for
Really?
some reason, and this was around like Halloween time, you know, and I remember this man was telling me, he started talking to me, and for some reason I just tuned into what he was saying, and he was a smart boy. Like he was telling me about where Halloween originally came from, you know, like the story of where Halloween actually comes from, you know what I mean, like the actual original story. And he had so much information that I had no clue about, you know what I mean? Like I was just like, wow, he was talking about about the witches and when they were being burned at the stake, and you know what I mean? He was just telling me about the actual story of where Halloween came from, you know what I mean?
and
And he goes,
that be the truth that people be telling, but people be so
they don't
Americanized.
listen.
Yeah, when people start speaking the truth like that, they're crazy.
It's just people are too
Or it's
concerned
a
with themselves, I
conspiracy.
think. People are too worried about themselves, and nobody cares about the next person, or nobody's mindful of the next person, or puts themselves in the other person's shoes. You know what I mean? Nobody ever takes that time anymore to
Right.
know your neighbor, or know, you know what
I
I
can't
mean? Know
even
who's
count how
Where
many
did
times
where did
I've
he
been called
go anyway?
crazy. Like, it's ridiculous. Huh?
Yo, where's the Watchman? He was in here, but then there was like 3 other screens popped up on the bottom that said the Watchman. So somebody was
Well, we
trying
know
to
who has
troll
an
him.
account called The Watchmen, so don't fall for that one. But, you
Okay,
know.
so the Watchman, the one that called in earlier, make sure your camera is on. That way we know who you are before we let you join, because
Yeah,
somebody
we
is
have a
trying to
troll who
troll.
uses the same name. Yeah.
Yeah. So try to join back in again. I'm going to put the link again. There is the link to the chat. If anybody else wants to join in, you have a voice. Now is your time to get on here and voice your concerns, or let's put our heads together. Let's see what we can come up with.
Yeah, people call me crazy all the time, and I'm just like, no, I'm actually just really smart. I have a 137 IQ. I'm sorry you don't understand, you know? Like, just saying.
That's what people tell me too, Danny. They tell me, you talk a lot, but everything you say is always new information, and it's always something different. So it's kind of interesting to hear you talk. They tell me, you
Hey,
talk a lot,
Bruce.
but you always have something that good to say.
Where's Bruce? Bruce, join on the link, Bruce. We need more guys, more fellas to
Look,
join us in
it's
here.
only a
Bruce,
handful, you know, people that's blessed to be intelligent.
Okay, let me make sure that this is the Watchman who is joining. We don't want to troll somebody to try to porn bomb us, because we know that person likes doing that crap. So is that you? Turn on your camera.
Pedophile.
Watchman, if you're in there, can you turn on your camera? That way I see it's you. All right, you're on.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, before you go, guys, like Danny was saying, there's always some truth in everything, and we try to respect everyone up in here in this lobby, guys. So, did you want to say anything, Watchman?
I wanted to just try to people to realize that there are scriptures playing out here, and what exactly do we have when it comes to America? Okay, you know what I'm saying? Jesus said some things, and we need to realize, what America was and where it is today. And are we still a God-fearing nation? I don't believe so. Not by the commercials and things I see today. No, I don't.
Was we ever a God-fearing nation, though?
At one point in time, this was a God-fearing nation. Families stayed together a whole lot longer. Husband and wife stayed married until death, 80, 90 years, 70 years, whatever it was.
I'm going before that,
even
like
before
that.
way even before that.
How America was built.
Everything's just all crazy, man. It's crazy.
So yeah, that's the question. Was it 100 from the beginning?
My goodness, I just have to tell you, if it weren't for my super pickle, I don't know what I would do, AV, because it's absolutely disgusting what these people are doing. You know what I'm saying?
What are you talking about? A super pickle?
It's a super pickle. He used to eat at Timber Creek Buffet, but you know what? He can't do that no more.
Oh, that thing you're showing right there, a super pickle.
Yeah, I had him since I was a kid, but you know what I'm saying is he can't do that anymore. America is so perverse that we can't enjoy buffets, and we are divided. I'm just throwing you out some crazy stuff. You guys have to just realize that you know what I'm saying, that we have to realize who we and where we are today. And I understand where you're coming from, because you're going to get deceitful information all over the place. With many women doctrine in the last days, you're going to get, it's here, it's there. What does Galatians 5:19 through 21 say? It says that, dissensions, we're not supposed to be a part of that. We're not supposed to be in the drunkardness. It's practice. AV, I'm not perfect, okay? I'm not perfect. And I don't come to you tonight to be perfect, but our practice of imperfectness is bringing us to destruction, okay? You know what I'm saying? We need to come together and realize that, we built the greatest nation on earth. It was the hammer of the whole earth, but it's fallen short today. And, we're all going to have to, come to the Creator with what we have to see if we get that everlasting life gift. Okay?
Right. I appreciate it.
I don't believe in once saved, always saved. Matthew 22:14 says, many are called, but few are chosen. You know what I'm saying? It said if anybody add or subtract to the book of life, they be subtracted.
Can't forget about that. Depart from me, you worker of iniquity. I never knew you. So in other words, even though people say they know God, that doesn't mean that God knows you.
And that's Matthew.
Hey man, you got a lot of mic feedback. So is there any way you can fix your microphone? There's way too much feedback coming in.
How about now?
Hello. No, it's still feedback.
It's gonna be bad, but remember Matthew 7:21. But I also want you to remember Luke 21:36. Just pray to be counted worthy and do the right thing. Live by the Galatians. Okay?
Yep. So, thank you, man.
Nobody needs to have this child, manipulation on children and stuff. They're gonna burn in hell, AV. They're done.
Yeah, it's sad, man, what people do to these children. It's sad.
It is.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Watchman.
People are watching you, AV. You take care.
You too, brother. Thank you, man. See you later. All right, guys. So
hey V.
Yeah.
Just one more thing. I just wanted to chime in because, I know he probably gets overwhelmed. And I remember somebody told me a long time ago, because I like to help people. And I'm always trying to help people, like, people that are homeless, like where they can go take a shower, where they can do the laundry. I would try, I created like this resource, like binder, you know what I mean? Everything that I could find, in my city, like, so if somebody was down and out, I could be like, hey, you could go here and there. But see, I would always nobody ever, like, every time I would try to help somebody, like they would like kind of like You know what I mean? They didn't want to get my information. And I remember I was talking to a friend of mine that knows me from school, from like elementary school, and she was telling me, she goes, Audrey, you can be a little overwhelming sometimes, right? And she goes, so, you know, and I said, and when she said that, I kind of took it in and I was like, that might be what it is, because I used to get all sad. You know what I mean? Like, oh, they don't want my help, you know, this and that. But I realized that I had to humble myself in order to be received more, you know what I mean? Not to overwhelm people like with information, because we don't know where they're at in their life at that moment, or you know what I mean, what they've been through. So we don't know what their tolerance level is. So you want to be more
Right.
received
No,
than
that's
repelled.
right.
You know what I mean? You don't
Right.
want to like drown them out with information, because then you don't know what they're going through. So they might be like,
Right.
oh, that's too much, and just like kind of like, you know, push you off. But I remember somebody told me that, and I learned how to humble myself and kind of only give out a little bit of information, so then they want to come back and get more information. You know what I mean?
Right. Right. Yeah, I appreciate that. So what do you guys think? What do you think, man? What can we do, guys?
There is a baseball
When I
player that I
see
saw.
when I seen
There's
this
a
video, I did not. It pissed me off. The video that you guys are looking at on the screen. When I seen this video, I started talking. I started thinking immediately about our boys. I started
Steve, look
thinking
on
of
your comments on that video, and I left you a link for a video by Sloan Bella. And the things that she says, like you're gonna have a really hard time not keeping that in mind as you're watching this video that you just posted, you know? Because she's a psychic medium, and I know that you already brought up the fact that you don't believe in that. However,
Bella.
it's interesting to like think about while you're watching something like that, where you can actually see that this kind of stuff is real. Because the stuff she says, like we were talking about earlier, it sounds a little bit crazy to people who have never been exposed to anything like that. But, you know, now we could see it. So, like, it's still, you know, a possibility. Like, I don't know. When I heard her speaking, I was like, whoa, like, I don't know. I felt like she was really
some
seeing
people
it
are
in her
not
head.
necessarily psychic, they're empathic. So they have that other sense of feeling, you know what I mean? Feeling energies and things like that. So like that's maybe, you know what I mean? She might not be, I don't know if she's a psychic,
no.
but
Listen,
she might be more
Yeah, she's
empathic.
just perceiving like Jacqueline Trezelle's energy and stuff, and like sensing what could possibly be going on through their minds and stuff.
Here's the thing. I believe in gifts. I believe that there are people who they're gifted. You know, like I know I have gifts, and I'm pretty sure you guys have gifts as well. My thing happens to be I know when somebody is just pure evil. They don't have to even talk. They don't even say nothing. And there used to be a time, I don't know what the hell is wrong with me now, but I used to be able to know exactly what a person was suffering from right away without them even speaking, what type of addiction they can have, if they're severely depressed, if there's something going on with them, I would know just like right away. No. And I don't know. One day I just prayed. I said, you know what? I can't take this, man. Seeing all this, you know, this hurt that's in the streets every single day. Like this needs to turn down. I don't know what's going on. But I do believe in people having gifts. The ones that kind of gets on my nerves a little bit are the ones that put it to the wrong reasons, put it to the wrong stuff. There are people that, you know, they do the right thing with whatever gifts they have, but then there's the ones that are like straight up witches. You get what I'm saying? Like the ones that like doing little magic voodoo spells on people, love spells, and all this other crap. People do that. Relationship curses. That stuff
like you
is
said,
real.
like UAV, like how you were saying, like you can feel it. That's how I get too. And I would
Yeah.
get overwhelmed. Like if you feel a lot of negative, I would literally feel it in my body and like feel like anxious and like I have to leave the area, because if people are in a bad mood and all pissed off, you know what I mean? It's a group of people. Like I can't handle it. It's like too much, because it's like I feel their energies. You know what I mean? So it became too much for me, and I used to get like emotional about it, because I'm just like, why do I feel like this? Why can't I feel? And they're like, Audrey, because like you're just used to, that's who you are. You know what I mean? You could sense people's energies, and you don't know how to block. You don't know how to turn it off. You know what I mean? So you're feeling it
Yeah.
all at one time, and I
Yeah.
understand exactly what you're saying, and it's very overwhelming.
It's very, very overwhelming. There was a time when I remember one time I was in Walmart and there was a lot of people in there. And I had to get a couple things, right? And I'm in Walmart, and then all of a sudden I looked up and I really started looking at people. I really, instead of looking past them or, minding my own business, I looked up and I started looking at people, and I could see the hurt and the pain and just stuff that they were going through without them having to even tell me nothing, without even looking
Hey,
into the
Steve,
basket.
sorry, will
Right?
you let Ray Sean on real quick?
How? What do you mean?
He said he's backstage.
I don't see. Ray Sean's in already. What's he talking about? He's already on panel.
Oh, okay, my bad. Sorry,
But
I'm mute
Oh
now.
anyway,
yeah, I'm in now.
anyway, when I was at Walmart going through this, it hurts. It freaking literally hurt to see so many people suffering, to see so many people not. I mean, it was hurtful. It was so hurtful to see what I was seeing, guys. And
you
I
can't even
mean,
think straight. Like
I couldn't
you can't
even. I
even.
couldn't
You feel
even.
disoriented, huh?
I couldn't even put it this way. I didn't even get the stuff I went there for. I straight up walked out and I sat down in my truck and sat in the parking lot. I'm just like, wow.
And I had an experience, like I remember back, and it doesn't happen anymore, but I remember like sometimes I got be at Walmart or at the store or something, and like if you go to the store with somebody, like if somebody's like kind of in the same aisle, but a little bit down the aisle, and like somebody's looking at something, and like say your friend or whatever, and somebody goes, hey, and they like say like, hey Steve, like look at this, like just kind of like if they're right next to you, I would hear that like somebody go, Audrey. Like, and it's like if they're right, and I would look and nobody would be there. Nobody would be in the aisle. And it's like if they're right next to me. And I would just look, but I would never answer back. And somebody said, don't answer back because you don't know if it's a bad energy trying to make its way. You know what I mean? Trying to, because if you respond to it, then you're like opening, you're opening up you know what I mean? An opening for them to come in. So they said you can look, but don't ever answer back because it could be, unless until you learn how to hone it in, you don't respond to it until you know what kind of energies they are. And that used to be so weird to me because it sounded like somebody was right next to my shoulder going, Audrey, like look at this. And I would look and there would be nobody in the aisle.
Yeah.
It was so trippy.
That's trippy. Hey, Ray Sean, were you about to say something before I don't know what happened. I think your internet went out or something like that, but a couple people said that you were about to say something and then it turned off. Did you want to, say something?
No, I probably did. I don't know, but I'm on my phone right now, so I keep clicking back on accident. But that's why I keep coming in and out. But
okay.
I'm doing the same thing, Rashawn. So don't.
You guys, listen, guys. We have our boys that are still missing, Orrin and Orson West, Classic and Sincere, guys. They are still missing, and we can't let their story die out, guys. We cannot let any of their stories die out. You guys, please continue to spread awareness for our boys, spread awareness for Gloria, for Monique, for Summer Wells, for Michael Vaughn. Here's Michael Vaughn right here, guys. This is little Michael Vaughn, 5 years old, vanished, just vanished. No one knows where he's at either as well.
Hey,
and just remember, you guys, at the same time, whenever any of these children is missing, every day is spread awareness. Every day that these kids are gone is something new. So there'll be some people out there be in the mind state, oh, what's new on the boys? I don't want to hear that. Oh, we heard this before. Or it's a lot of people when people like me and AV and you guys that spreading awareness, we introduce new people to what's going on. So we always have to go backwards and talk about the beginning. And plus, it's always good to go backwards, especially amongst a round table, because we're sharing ideas, we're sharing thoughts, and we might come up with something new. You never know. But as long as these children is exploited and missing, every day is awareness, and every day that they're gone, every day that their family has to wake up without these children is new news. So it needs to be talked about every day. I don't care if we talk about the same thing every day.
Right. Yeah.
Just to let people know that every day is Spread Awareness Day for all these missing kids. That's what I do for the boys.
All of them.
You guys know I came a little bit late, and I talk about a lot of stuff that happened in the beginning, but it's still spreading awareness. I talked to 10 about 10 new people a day every time I step out that knows nothing about this case, and I direct them to my channel. I direct them to AV's channel. I direct them to Crenshaw, to Matt. You know, so it's still a lot of people out there that needs to catch up. That's why we're spreading awareness to get this information out there.
Did
So
you see
every
that
day it's something new.
Yeah.
Did you see that the Explore with Us or whatever on YouTube? They made a story about the boys. Did you see that?
No, what was it?
The one that says, "Hey, Ewu crew" or whatever, and they tell these stories about like unsolved cases or whatever. They have one about the boys. It's called Explore with Us.
Send it to me if you can.
Okay, I will.
Send it to the
That's good. That's good.
Are you on my Facebook or no?
Yeah, I got your phone number too. I can send it to
Okay,
your
well
phone or your Facebook.
just send it. Yeah, just send it to me. That way I can check it out.
Okay.
And then what we'll
As
do
far
is
as
I'll
I
check it
know,
out. Yeah.
everybody talking about the boys. Any content creator right now is good. Besides that one, you know who person.
Yeah.
Everybody else, we need that awareness out there. Just keep
Yeah,
that in
we
mind,
do.
y'all. Thank y'all for the support. Even if we talk about the same
It's
stuff every day.
extremely here. I'm gonna say something, guys. When we first got started on the boys, right? Everybody remembers these two little faces, man.
Exactly.
Everybody was talking about the boys, looking for them, and it's almost like a lot of people started giving up.
Yeah, just because it's not no
And
new
don't
information.
listen. There's a little kid that comes up missing. Please don't act like, oh well, it's a number one hot story. It's a number one hot story. Every child that comes up missing, and this is to all you freaking YouTubers out there, huh? That want to, including myself. This is how I put myself in check. Listen, every child, their life matters, whether they're black, white, brown, pink, or green. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We need to talk about all these children that are gone. Well, it's not a hot story anymore. I'm gonna move on to another hot topic.
Yeah, T, and that's the problem, AV.
Yeah,
that's the problem with people, man. It's
I
always
just sent it to your messenger.
it's never became not a hot topic.
I sent it to you.
Tonight was the first night we heard from that guy too. That guy Tyler, who called in. That was pretty interesting news. So
I
you
didn't
never know what
none.
somebody's
I
going to
didn't
bring
know.
up.
I didn't know that.
Neither
I didn't
did
know
I.
about somebody calling 911 the same night that the boys came up
Me
missing because
neither.
they were out there setting fires in the desert. I didn't know that. That's something new that we just learned.
That's the call that Crenshaw was told about.
Wow.
AV, I just sent you that the link
Details
on your
because it
messenger.
involves minors.
Okay. Yes, guys, and we have to.
I sent it to you too, Rayshawn.
You sent it to our
What you
messenger.
said?
Your Facebook messenger.
Okay, I got you.
And just to let you guys know, it's a lot of work done behind the scenes too. So it's always something going on with the boys for sure.
Absolutely.
It's just everything is not as publicized, and you guys should understand that because most of us do what we do because law enforcement, we don't know what they're doing. I don't even want to knock them right now. You know what I mean? But we still got to do what we got to do, and it is people behind the scenes doing work. Everything cannot be publicized. But the main purpose of what I'm saying is just every day is spread awareness, no matter what. Until these boys, till they get justice, till their family get justice, until we get, what we looking for.
And the universe will line up in time. You gotta let the energy. You know what I mean? You gotta let it all and still just be committed in. You just got to continue on, like how the Maya Milete case, you know what I mean? Like they're coming to, it's coming down to a head, but her sister and her husband have been dedicated for, you know what I mean, this past year, every week going out there looking for her sister, but knowing what probably the things are, but still just continue on, and the universe will line up with with the energies, and it will all happen when it needs to happen. But you can't just let it go,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But the real ones know what's up, man.
Right. Every time, guys, if you guys have YouTube channels, man, share their pictures to every child that's missing, guys. Please keep their faces circulating. You know that
My
we have to.
7-year-old wants a shirt. He saw that I got a shirt with the boys on it, and he's all, "Where's mine?" He said, and my kids, like, they know the boys, like, if they've met them before. You know, they always talk about, because I have the banner on my fence, but they talk about them like they're here. You know what I mean? Like they're little brothers or something. You know, they're
Yep.
always like but my 7-year-old saw me with a shirt, and he was kind of upset. He looked at me like, "Where's mine? How come I don't have one?" So I got to get him a shirt.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
And let me tell y'all this too. Them shirts do work very, very good. Like when I wear my shirt out, like I
We
said,
have
usually
flyers.
I talk to a couple people, but that shirt brings so much attention. It adds about like 10 more people to my day that I didn't talk to just by wearing the Missing Boys shirt.
Especially the
Right.
one that has the Spanish on the back.
Yeah, that's what I got, the Spanish on the back,
I
English
think
on
we
the
have
front.
I think I have a couple banners. We have flyers, and more flyers. We have flyers. So if anybody needs flyers, get a hold of me right there on that email.
Yeah, everybody
And
needs
did you know,
flyers.
like, the ribbons, you know?
To all the supporters out there, you guys can do the same work that we do. You guys are doing the same work that we're doing just by watching us and following us. But at the same time, you guys are across the world, and these kids could still be out there. So the
Right.
fact that you guys are putting posters around your city, that matters just as much as us going live and doing what we doing. So we need, we need that support too. Them boys need that type of structure too. So where if
Also, do you guys
all you
know
gotta
that the
do is go on one of our Facebooks, download the photo, and go print like 10 of them up and put them around your city. Just because
and
them boys can be
Look
in
at
your
that.
city, that is still possible.
It's true. It's true, guys.
do you know that the missing, you know how they have the ribbons, the yellow ribbons and the red ribbons and all that stuff? For
Yeah.
missing children and for the missing, they're green ribbons. They're like emerald green ribbons. So just so you know, like, for a missing child, like,
Yeah.
wanting them to come home, you could get one, like, I'm just to let you guys know, it's the color green, and then you could get one like with angel wings, like
Yeah.
saying that you want them to come home, kind of thing.
Right.
So just so you guys know that the missing ribbon color is like emerald green.
Hey, Ernie, it's all good, man. Ernie says that he apologizes that the video got him upset. It hits home. He has 2 cousins that were kidnapped. You guys make sure you guys show Ernie some love. Ernie,
Hey, much love, Ernie.
sorry about that, Ernie. Big time.
And I understand.
And
Man.
that video should hit home as well to everyone. And you guys need to all know how real that is. That happens, guys.
The only thing that sucks is that there's no end result. We don't know what the end result is, because I
want
wonder
to
if they
know.
were.
I
Yeah, because
really
that was a
wanna
lot
know.
of kids and a lot of.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a lot.
Deborah
So-
R, email me at down there at the bottom, AV United We Stand at gmail.com. Send me an email.
And just based off that video, y'all, it is
That's
an evil
so
force
sad.
out there that attacks children, man. And sometimes we
It's
don't
so
believe
sad to
it
see them like that, man.
because we don't think it's gonna happen to us. Just like what happened with the boys in Cal City. I used to watch that stuff on YouTube. I would never think I would be part of YouTube and cover a story in Cal City from my backyard. But that just proves to show you right there, it can happen to anybody. And that's not my blood, that's not my family, but I heavily affected by it.
Hey, how does
So it
this?
is the energies out there that exist that hurt children, and it could go as deep as you want it to go.
I got a
You never
question.
know
How
at
does
the end
this
of the
little
day.
troll keep getting in here? Webcams, chat, blah blah blah. We keep
Hey,
on
Steve,
blocking that account, but
I sent you a couple text messages because you had some skeezy trolls in your chat the other day.
really?
And I sent you,
Steve?
he had Remy Girl in there. I know he had Remy Girl, but he had what
Well,
is it?
who
The
is Remy?
ninja.
Who is Remy? Remy, I mean, Remy's never.
Rayshawn knows who that is.
I've never
Remember
had
you
Remy
had that.
say anything disrespectful to me, so I mean, I don't
No,
know.
because Ray Sean had a Father's Day live stream, and Benny was all up in the chat, and he has
But we'll
other
just talk.
people
We'll
that are
talk about it. We'll talk about it in a little
yeah.
bit.
But
Yeah.
he has other people interfere with the live stream, and they were chatting in his live stream, and I took a snapshot, and it's him talking to her. So
I shared the link, Bruce. Bruce, the link is
yeah,
in the chat.
I'll tell you in text messages, but I'll send receipts when I tell you.
Deborah R. If you look at the bottom of your screen, the screen that you're chatting on, or look at the bottom of the video, I'm gonna put the email address right there again. Here it is. Email avunitedwestand@gmail.com. If anybody wants to be more involved, hit me up or hit it Ray Sean. Hit us up if you want to be more involved.
Sorry.
I mean, anybody can search, guys. Anybody can go out and search. If you're in Bakersfield, anywhere, you don't have. We're not like the team captains, guys. You can go out there and search whenever you want to. Go and search.
It's open hands, even on the Bio family behalf. You know, Roro said that last week. Anybody is welcome as long as you're not with the BS and you're really here for the boys. We need all the support.
Yeah,
anybody, listen, anybody can go search, guys. I know a lot of people looked at me like I was a, hey, can you let me talk, lady? Listen, I know I had a mute. Listen, I know a lot of people looked at me like I was the team captain. That's not what it is, guys. Anybody can go and search. We need all the help that we can get. All the help that we can get, we need. So if anybody wants to go search, if you need flyers, anything, please get a hold of us. Let us know. We will mail it out to you. I have two banners here. I have one that I keep with me, and I have another one that I keep in another area. That way, when I walk in that area, I'm constantly looking at the boys. I have a banner that I can give to one more person. If anybody wants that banner, you can have it, just as long as you are going to do something good with that banner. Hang it up in front of your house. Do something with that banner where people can see it.
Let me say something on that real quick, AV. With the banner, this is one thing the banner will be good for. Like, say you go camping. When you go camping, most people nowadays go to a campsite. There's hundreds of people there. You might go to a beach, a lakefront, riverfront, somewhere in the mountains. The banner is good to post on your car while you camping, while you somewhere. That brings a lot of attention too.
That, you know what? That's true. That's a good idea, guys. Even when you go camping or something like that. We're not going to be on that much longer. If anybody wants to join the stream, you can join now. Here is the link. Or if you want to call in, I will take a couple more calls. The phone number is on the bottom of the screen, 661-299-7521. Danny, did you want to get anything out there?
I'm in the Taco Bell drive-thru right now, so if you could give me a couple minutes and then I'll unmute if I have something to say.
Oh, okay.
Okay, cool.
Hold on, guys. I'm going to pull up this video real quick. There's Bruce.
Yeah,
What's going on, Bruce?
What's up? What's up?
Go ahead. What's up, Bruce?
Hey, what's going on?
Did you want to add something, Bruce?
Oh man, I just come up here to say that what Danny had said earlier. We can all, we're all adults. We all, are always around, coming here. We can agree to disagree as adults and respect each other. Because these are serious things, man. These are children, getting drugged, and who knows, getting sold, and after that, you know what I mean? None of us know what really goes on, what if they're getting, used for sex or body part, you know what I mean? So it's just, we just it doesn't matter. Like, I really enjoyed the Watchmen guy that, I think that's great, because we need to put that in, man. Like, God needs to be a part of this.
Right.
It's going to give us strength. I mean, it's gave you strength. You know what I mean?
Of course. Of course.
So.
My adopted son. Was that's all you wanted to say, or Bruce still with us? Brenda, the numbers on the bottom of the screen, 661-299-7521. My adopted son was abandoned, beaten by multiple family members and foster parents. The courts fought me because they said I can't teach him how to be strong black man, but I can teach him love. What? That's crazy. What do you guys think about that? What Brandy just wrote?
My adoption.
Hey, did we lose Bruce?
I'm right here.
What do you think about what Brandy just put?
What she say? She put my adopted son that was abandoned.
Oops. She's saying that they were beaten with through foster care, and she tried to teach her son how to be a strong black man, and the courts didn't want her doing it. They said that. Here, let me find it. There it is, right there.
Oh yeah.
Can teach him love. That I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. What to think?
Yeah, but I do thank you guys all for being here. I don't know, man. Nowadays, that word love it's all confused, man. People think that love means this, and you know, if you're too strict on your kids, that's not love, that's hate. If you tell somebody the truth, that's not love, that's hate. I mean, it's just all backwards nowadays, man. It's crazy.
Well, let me ask you, Steve. You got kids. You got kids. What do you think? Like, how do you teach your kids to deal with that we're living in, race, hate, because it's obviously known, it's been going on forever, and even me and Rashawn has talked about this, like, he's even had experiences and stuff, and he said he's always been respectful and everything. Like, I can't put myself there. Not to say that I've had cops, like, years ago, I got beat down by them, but that's what it is. But I can't have any experiences to say, like, as a black person, because I don't know.
Yeah, but that's where it starts from, Bruce. Exactly how you just explained yourself, by understanding and listening. It's just a start right there. Some people put themselves in a position like they could speak up on it when they really can't, because they have not went through that. But on the other end, it's just understanding, life in general, being open-minded, like what Danny first said from the beginning. You know what I mean? It's just it's a lot of knowledge and it's a lot of wisdom out there in life to learn. It doesn't stop at a Bible. It doesn't stop at one thing. That's what they want us to think. That's why they cause separation, whatever the case may be, bro. Sending us to the army, sending us to these colleges, sending us off to work for the next person. All this segregation is for one reason. It all leads back to the same thing. It's a spiritual battle. So on top of that, you cannot forget that everything we go through in life is leading back to one thing: a spiritual battle. God versus evil, God versus the devil, good versus evil. It's simple.
Yeah.
And certain people go through, certain things in life that people just got to understand that that's the way it is. I'm pretty sure all of us here didn't want it to be the way it is. But we can't forget the fact that it is what it is. And whatever took place, took place. Right. But we cannot forget it's a spiritual battle, man. Everything we go through with these kids missing, with we don't feel the government is fair with these vaccines, with all this, man. It leads back to one thing: is the beginning.
Right. Yeah. I know that's what I did with my boys. Like with my boys, I would always, there's certain praise and worship songs that, you know, that has helped me. And so I would play different music for my boys, and you know, and that way they can hear it and they will know exactly, you know, they know what they're listening to and they know the words to the song. And I know that you know, by doing that, it's helped them a lot, and I know it has. I know it's kept them strong. I mean, it's kept me strong. I can't listen to the music that I used to listen to, you know. So even now, when I feel a lot of stuff going on, and you know, it feels like everybody's coming at you with, you know, craziness, I'll just get in my own little world and turn on some praise and worship music and just feel better, man.
Exactly.
You know,
It's like nowadays you gotta just be one with yourself and with God, man. As this speaking up on me, is everything is with the heart. My connection with God is within the heart, and I just be myself, and that's what I teach my kids. Bruce, to answer your question, I be real with my kids. You know what I mean? Even if I got to cuss at them or whatever, is, you know, most people put their kids out at 18. So what's half of 18? 9 years old, right? That means, all right. So at 9 years old, your kid is half an adult, right? But you're still hiding stuff in life from them. You know what I mean? To go send them off to college, to go send them off for separation and segregation.
And
So
not
what I
teaching them
do, I
anything.
try to
Yeah, not teaching them
self-educate.
about life. Yeah.
I keep myself educated, and I self-educate my children. And I want to build a business, which I got, you know, little businesses going. So by the time she hit 16, I want to at least make sure she's employed by me, and I'm able to get her a car, her license, and put her out there in the right way in life, but not send her off for somebody else. She, you know, she's already getting employed by my business, so she want to go get an apartment or do whatever. You know, that income is there, and we don't have to stress about what's next, military, or you know, all this stuff. That's just, what is it really for?
right.
So the main
And
thing,
you
you got
want
to be
to, you want to.
yourself. You got to get one with God. You got to be yourself. Go ahead, though.
Sorry, Rayshawn. No, but you're right. You know, you got to teach your kids. You know, you got to be age appropriately. You know, but you know, you got to be real with your kids, and you got to teach them those skills. You know what I mean? You put them out
And
there,
you
and
got
you
to
don't
teach
teach
them
them
math.
anything. Yeah, and just like I always said with my boys, you know, once when they're gonna turn 16, they gotta learn how to kind of like how to work for things. You know what I mean? Like you know, like
That's right.
what is it? Yeah, working. No, people don't have work ethic anymore. You know, to
Yeah, see,
work for
but that's the
things.
thing. By
So it's like
16,
buy them a little
within
car
2
that they can
years,
work on, but they can work on it, and then you can, you know, work on it with them, or get, you know, have somebody work on it with them. So when they're actually running and they turn 16 and they're driving it, they're gonna value it a lot more than
So,
you know what I mean, something you just give to them. They're not gonna know the
so,
value of it. You know.
yeah. See, on my behalf, I just got my son. I had all daughters, but I didn't have 2 of my daughters on the roof at 7. And of course, they wanted to be up there, but you know, that's just my mind state. On top
Yeah.
of them
No,
wanting to
you're
do it,
absolutely right.
but
Yeah.
you know, 16 is like, you know, you- legally that's 2 years from being an adult.
But then your brain doesn't. You don't stop growing until you're like what 25. Technically, you know, like scientifically, the way
You
a
said
person
stop
grows,
growing.
you don't mature.
My brain's still going. I'm 32.
so,
Yeah, but
so
I
just like
always
in
tell my
training,
son, I always tell my son too, be honest, you know, and I try to teach him that communication line, like be honest with me, you know what I mean? And I don't won't get upset, but I have to show him through my actions, so then he understands that you can work through things, that it's okay that if you know what I mean, if you mess up, fall down, whatever happens in life, but you can get back up, but you can be honest about it and not be in denial about things and things that are going on around you and things that happen to you. You know what I mean? Be open and honest, and it's a lot more accepting, and it's a lot, you can accept that a lot more than somebody lying to you, because when you lie to somebody, you think the person that they're lying to, they think it's the truth. So when a person lies, they'll tell another one to cover another one up, you know, and then by the end of that, they forget the first lie that they tell. You know what I mean? So then the person that they told that lie to, that thinks that it's the truth, they're going to call them out on it, because they're going to remember the first lie they told thinking it was the truth.
Yeah, exactly. And you can't keep up with lies.
Nope.
So it's like, what's the point of lying? And that's another thing. Like, people gotta learn, just be 100 with yourself. You don't, as a grown person, man, you die by yourself. Even if you get in trouble, you go to jail by yourself. It's not worth lying to nobody in life when you're real with yourself and you're real with God. Especially when you have kids, you gotta teach these kids, you know, the truth at a young age. Ain't no point of sugarcoating nothing.
And have
Because
them and let them have
a lot of
confidence too.
a
Be
lot of
confident
parents
in with
sugarcoat with
themselves.
their kids, right? But be the same parents that put their kids out at 18 lost in this world with nothing.
Hey, Rashawn.
Send me a text, minutes to days.
Rashawn, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
So I just wanted to say I have got myself. I'm a stepdad to 2 Filipino boys, and kids. I don't know if anybody's here has been into them countries like that, but the kids there are totally different than our kids here. They have to work for stuff and they've had to learn. So I guess that's one thing. But the one thing I know that I have said to my kids is, always be, if you did something wrong and you try, don't lie about it, just come out and, tell your mom or whatever and be truthful to her, and they've always been that way. My oldest son, John, graduated and now is working as a security guard in the Philippines at the university. So, but the 11-year-old man, he loves school. He loves to do stuff, and obviously he's like any other little boy, like to play games, but there's the time and the place. So I thank God, man, that the woman I found, 5 years ago, her kids are great, she's great, but it's a blessing because these kids know, like, they come from rough bringing up, from only a mom and not having hardly anything. So these kids know, and I just hope that, like my youngest son, that he can to enjoy school, because I keep telling him all the time, you gotta enjoy school for your future. And as long as he understands that, and every one of us on this panel and everybody in the chat knows that if you go to school, yes, it can pay off, and then at times it may not. But you need to learn, right? You need to respect and to be honest, man. And that's how I was raised by my father. So thanks.
And then also too, like I tell my kids too, like what was I saying? You know what I mean? If you teach them now when they're young, then it won't be a chore for them, and it won't be hard for them, and it won't be you know what I mean? It'll be a habit. It'll be behavior. If you teach them now when they're young, like the please and thank you and the basic morals and values, it's not gonna be work, and it's not gonna be a job for them or a chore for them when they're older, because it'll come naturally. You know what I mean? So it's, it is on our shoulders as parents and as a responsibility. It's a hard job. It's a hard job. Like, I don't have any family. I have no brothers, no sisters, no aunts, no uncles. Well, my parents are deceased. My mom was adopted an only child. I was born an only child. So it's just me and my kids. And so I have to wear a lot of hats. My kids don't even understand what grandparents are because they don't even have any. You know what I mean? So I have to wear all those hats, and it does get stressful. But in order to have a strong family tree, you got to have strong roots. Is the way I see it. So I get to start my tree over again, and it's a job. But I think it comes from us teaching them when they're young, so it comes naturally. So it's not like, oh, I have to do this, and they become rebellious about it.
Can you give me 1 second, guys? Faith, Faith, can you join the chat? I just shared the link. That way, before we close out, we will have you come on panel and show everybody the hand signal, if you can do that.
I gotta get out of here, AV, because I got a couple things I gotta do. But thank you for letting me come in the chat.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye,
I'm gonna check out
Rashawn.
that video you sent me too.
All right, infamous people. Blessings.
All right, you too. Bye.
Take care. Hey, Danny, do you have any kids?
Yeah, I have a son.
Again.
My
Yeah,
son, hey
so
Steve, my son was actually your first caller, but like I didn't know he was calling in the show, so I heard him
Yeah.
talking in his room, and I
Yeah.
went in there and I'm like thinking he was talking to me, but he wasn't, and I totally interrupted his
Yeah.
train of thought. So
Oh, is that what
I was
happened?
like,
I
my
was
bad.
wondering what happened. I was like, what happened to
Yeah,
that
because
guy?
then I think he got all embarrassed because I was standing there, like, and I'm like, what the hell? Talk to Steve. Like, I'm like, you
Yeah.
called in. Like, what you trying to do, bro? But yeah, like, I try to be honest with him about everything that goes on in the world, you know?
Yeah,
And
he's awesome.
also, we have to teach our kids how to think and not necessarily what to think. Because if we teach them how to think and how to take in information, how to process it, and then how to like send it back out into the world, they'll have a much better handle on like, you know, the like forming their own opinions as opposed to being influenced by like groupthink and stuff like that, you know?
Right, right. Was Faith Danny, you know how to do the SOS thing, right? Or not?
I'm not.
I don't
I'm
know if
not
Faith.
gonna get on camera right now, bro.
Oh,
Like,
okay,
sorry.
Faith, where you at, Faith? You're always talking about how come I don't get to come on no live stream. I'm gonna be on live stream.
Hey,
Come on up,
hey
Faith.
Vito, man. I just want to give big ups to you real quick, bro, because you solid, man. And you know, you're a real one, bro. You talk about everything what most people scared to talk about, man.
I appreciate
Shout
you.
out to AV, man. Always keeping it 100.
Yep.
that's
Appreciate that. Hey,
that's
you
right.
guys make sure I know a lot of people were asking about Ray Sean, like if he had a channel. Did you want to go ahead and put your channel out there now?
Yeah, I do got a channel, you guys. Just type in Ray Sean on YouTube. It should pop up. My actual YouTube name is Ray Sean. Keep it 100. The 100 is HUNNID. I do have a channel. I started with the boys just to spread awareness, and I do other stuff, you know, but it all falls back to the boys to help spread awareness. So if you guys want to check out my channel, go ahead, you know, go over there, hit the like, subscribe, you know, all that good stuff. But I do cover the boys, and I help spread awareness for those that don't know. And you know, every like you one click away from help spreading awareness, just like we do.
All right, appreciate that, Ray. And Faith,
I appreciate you too, man.
Faith, you are. Everybody can see you.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Faith.
Hey, how are y'all?
Hey, Faith, how's it going?
I'm doing good. All right. So the SOS hand signal. We're gonna put our hands out like this. Tuck in that thumb. Put all 4 fingers over, and then you're going to blink. This is SOS hand signal that is used for the deaf culture and the nonverbal, and that's what we use it for. But everybody can use it, so it's best that you teach your children this and your loved ones. That way, if they're in this situation, they can actually signal other people. This is what we're trying to get out. We're trying to warn people, you know, to look for things like this. So it's a safer way and effective way without having to, if they're really in danger, not to scream and get hurt anymore. So that's what we're promoting now. And what I do is bring the awareness for it, because that in the deaf culture, that's what we use.
Okay, you want to do it one more time?
No, I'm kidding. Thumb in, fingers over, and then blink, and just keep blinking.
So, guys, start teaching your children that hand sign, that hand signal right there.
Thank you for that, Faith.
I'm sorry?
I said thank you for that.
Thank you.
I will tell my 2 sons.
Yeah, we need to spread the word.
Please spread it. You're welcome. I'm gonna go back in the chat.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Faith.
You're welcome.
I'm jumping.
Hey guys, we're not gonna be on here. We're not gonna be on here that much longer. We're about to be getting off on Tuesday. Okay. You guys be ready. I'm gonna be doing another live stream on Tuesday. I need to make a couple phone calls right now. I need to actually call out there to Tennessee real quick. I need to check up on something. And then on Tuesday we will be live again. I'm thinking if we should do that one like earlier though, like around 11 11 in the morning. It's
So,
gonna be California
Steve,
time. Yeah.
Steve, I'm trying to get together a thing for my work. I have to go down to the county tomorrow. I want to do like I'm gonna try to do like a fundraiser at my shop. I'm gonna see if it's gonna be okay and stuff because of the COVID thing. But if I get anything, I'll contact you, text you, and I've got your PO box, man. I'll ship down for you to, you know.
I appreciate that, bro.
Whatever you can, man.
Yeah,
Whatever you want,
that.
man. All right.
Yep. Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
All right, guys. Does anybody have anything else to say in the chat? Now is your time. If not, we are going to be closing out. I do need to make a phone call. Yeah, he should still be awake.
Hey, AB, did you want me to text you tonight or?
Whenever.
You said you want me to text you, right?
No. I was talking to the guy that called earlier. The one that told us about the fires. That's something new. I didn't know about that. The fires in the field and the 911 call. If you guys are new to the channel, please, if you like, just hit that subscribe button. Check out Rayshawn. Keep it 100. And yeah, just keep on spreading the word that, you know, our boys are still missing. And Michael Vaughn, Summer Wells, and I think there's a new kid now named AJ, if I'm in Australia or something like that. Could have sworn I seen that earlier. But I need to look that up and look into it. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. And the video that you guys seen is on my channel, or it is on, I couldn't find it on that guy's channel, but what was his name again? The guy that did that video? Let me check. Hold on, guys.
And yeah, you guys, on my behalf, you guys know I cover most of the boys, but I still help spread awareness for any other case, Summer Wells, any case with missing children. I might not be that involved or get too much in the investigation part like I am with the boys, because, you know, it's just a little different, but I don't mind help spreading awareness for any missing child. You know, lately I have been speaking up on Summer Wells, and there's a few other cases that I'm gonna bring up.
The real Anthony Aguirre. Sorry about that. Go ahead, Ray.
Oh no, you good. Yeah, that was pretty much it, just to let you know, people know.
Okay, hold on. Let me why is it not sharing that screen? Hold on, guys. I'm gonna share that screen again real quick. That way you guys can see for yourself. And if you didn't catch that video, I mean, it's sad, guys. It's sad. Little kids that are right there being trafficked by human traffickers, man, that's sick. Caught red-handed. Yeah, that's crazy.
There's like no way.
So the title on the video is Child Traffickers Caught Red-Handed. It's the video before this live feed. All right, guys, I appreciate you guys. We will be live again on Tuesday. I got to make a phone call now and check on something. And yeah, appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for all being here. This is AV Watchmen with United We Stand. Thank you, Danny. Thank you, Rayshawn. Thank you for, you know, Bruce, and for the Watchmen. Thank you, Faith, and everyone else that was able to join in. All right, guys, we're out of here. Much love and respect.
Peace and blessings.
Yep.
Bye. Have a good night.
Later.